Welcome back, everybody. Wow, my voice sounds weird. Hold on, let me like cough that food out. How you doing? Good to see you all decided to come back, even though I'm playing DLC for a game hardly any of you played. I know that's got to be rough, and I appreciate your sacrifice. But we'll get. This is the last night of Alan Wake DLC. Only 2 nights of it, chat, so not that big of a thing. And then I'll be moving on to some possibly old games that I want to play. Just like before, I'm here until the start of the game. Don't want any spoilers. Plus, I'm really tired. Need some fucking sleep. I can imagine so, but hey, man, no worries. Stay as long as you like. Though I think the DLC I'm playing tonight doesn't really have much in the way of like canon plot to it. Alan Wake 2 is a David Cage game? No, it is not. It is a Sam Lake game. And you actually have a gun and you shoot things. Unlike a David Cage game. This DLC doesn't spoil the main story, it's more what-if scenarios. Well, he maybe doesn't want the DLC spoiled either. Old games like Resident Evil 3 OG or Shenmue, those could be it, but I'm also thinking of Mystery of the Druid and Harvester as well. Since I would like to make classic Sin videos on those at some point. Imagine how much money this will make you. What? This DLC? I don't know. Hey Dart, no better way to kill off a Friday evening. Is it Friday? I guess it is Friday. I was thinking today was Wednesday. Holy shit. Where'd the 2 days go? Did I lose a day or two in like one of those like weird like time travel events? What the hell happened? Today is Sunday. Don't you try to gaslight me. I literally like hovered over my little like date count and calendar on my Windows. It says no Friday. But I seriously thought it was Wednesday. Got stuck in the dark place, a whole 2 days. Alan makes it seem like it's so difficult to escape. You lost a day from being awake. Walking Dead Season 1. I really don't feel like playing Walking Dead right now. You skipped one day after the election? I mean, yeah, I think a lot of people tried to skip that day, though. Are you okay, Dart? Tired? I'm not tired, actually. I did put together a drink station today from my apartment, but that didn't really wear me out. That was pretty easy. No, I think I'm just not keeping good track of time. Just, like, been busy recently. You off your Darta rocker. You know what? We can put everyone's name in front of rocker, can't we? Whose name doesn't work with it in front of rocker? And you can always personalize that with that comment. Getting my room organized and put up my clothes. I've been doing a bunch of organizing as well. Almost done with it all, though. What's up, fucker? Well, hey. Okay, unless you're like throwing up the horns in your bedroom while watching this stream, that is too energetic of an entrance. Like, you throw up the horns like you just entered a mosh pit when you come in like that. Also, Polyguard, thank you for the 100 bits, man. I'm off my courage rocker too, huh? Return the slab. Drink station for kitties? No, drink station for humans. It's got my ice maker on it, my Nutra bullet. See, my Zojirushi water boiler for tea. And a few other things on it. Basically, here's this waste tithe stand with LEDs in it that keeps all of my drink stuff right there. Throwing my horns in Veilguard. Oh, you can do that in a Dragon Age game. It's not too PC. Everyone is having a good Friday evening or a Saturday, depending on where you are. Well, hey, you're here watching me. I'll do my best. He was here yesterday. You were here yesterday. What? Who was who? Chow, none of us apparently can keep track of time tonight. Is Jack saying truth or can you catch a ball? I can catch a ball, yes. So I think he might be wrong. He's just a very toxic father. He expects a lot. In his mind, his son should probably have at least 2 women. Have you received the Silent Hill 2 video intro? No. Runestorm is still working on that. He's also going through some issues in his own life. So I gave him some extra time to make it. Should be any day now, though. But the video is currently available on Patreon for those of you who want to watch it. But I'll have it up on YouTube very soon. Speak of the devil, there's Titus now, showing why his father hates him. Cause who could stand that laugh? But thank you for the bits, Polygarp. But yeah, that's been my day, assembling drink stations, and, you know, not much else. Tomorrow I get started on my Snatcher video script, though. Well, drafting it. I already got the first half of the script done, which was given to me by my co-writer. So I just gotta, like, go over that. So, way less time. Only in his dreams is Titus a ladies' man. I mean, it's kind of like most dudes, I feel. You know, it's oh man, you know, they needed to explore, if they ever remake 10, I really hope they explore the Titus Jack father-son relationship in depth more. I think there's gold there. Honestly, a 10 remake would be way easier. You could do, because 10 is actually like the shortest Final Fantasy game out there. We wouldn't even need more than one game to do it. Unless you really wanted to go crazy with like additional stuff. Building, man, you know, there's never a time you're more attracted to the opposite sex chat when you're building something. Like, ladies love a man who can put together a, you know, an IKEA like table or something. Just do it in public if you can. I guarantee you'll get a date. Want to see more Dreams, Sanarkin? Yeah, that'd be nice. You want more Lulu and her belts? Is that all you want? That's easily done. How fares our queen and her new friend? You know, Dex is actually, you know, she peed on my floor and scratched me today, so I'm a little, you know, iffed off at her. She's being a little bastard. Well, I can't really say the other word, but you know what I mean. Also, Coffee with a $5 super chat. Sorry I haven't been around, Dart. Been busy because my job is sending me in the US, Georgia next year, which is a huge opportunity for me. Well, man, hey, first and foremost, never apologize for not being in a live stream. It is just a live stream after all. Obviously, I'd love to have you here, but hey, take care of yourself first, and it sounds like you're doing a pretty good job of that. But hey, whatever time you have to spare and you need to, like, yo, chill out, put me on if you can. That's more than enough. But yeah, I'll never, like, give anyone shit for, like, hey, let me see how long, when's the last time you were in stream, chatter? You know, I don't keep track of that, but always happy to have you here. Got to spend time with baby today? Yours or someone else's? Final Fantasy 13 would be an easier remake, less effort since it's more recent. It's also terrible. And to make it good, you'd have to, like, completely throw out nearly everything. You got a new cat, it makes sense that she's peeshed. Well, Dex is actually... Dex will pee on a floor at random times anyways, regardless of any changes in her environment. Not the first time she's done that. That cat has literally peed on the checklist, you know, the checkboard, whatever, the thing that like someone brings over. It's like, you know, I need to write on my papers. Of like an electrician who came into, well, not electrician, but a cable internet provider who came in to install internet in my building once. Literally got up on he left it on the table. She got up and just pissed all over it. Soaked it all the way through. She's even peed in my old computer chair desk that was like pleather. I remember almost sitting in like a puddle of it one time. She's just a pissy little cat. That's what she is. Ask random questions. That is what we do here. And I answer them all. Just got done playing a Doom-themed D&D game. A clown-themed D&D. Why did I say Doom? I got an explosive pie thrown in my face and died. I mean, that sounds like way funner time than we're getting in more, you know, traditional... Well, I don't know why I'm saying traditional video games. D&D is a traditional game. It sounds like a funner time than most video games give you these days. I think I'm at the 4th stage of grief, so life is moving. I mean... I'm hoping you come out the other end okay. Just, I'm assuming this is about recent election news? Or maybe something else that has happened in your life. Dex has got no respect for you. She sees Beta Cat in you. I'm the one who feeds her, and I can literally starve that calf to death if I want to. I hold all the power. Anything she thinks she has is imaginary. I mean, I'm not going to. Because that'd be evil. I give my fruits freely. But, it's okay to let her think that she's in control. Have you taken her to the vet to check for infections? I mean, she's not showing any signs of sickness. She's just in a, you know, pissy mood. We'll see. I might go and get her fixed actually soon, so... That'll probably clear that up. How many years does Dex have? I don't know. I don't calculate, how much time does something have left? Probably like another decade. If she, considering she's lived a pretty healthy life. Am I fixed? God, no. Are you? Are you fixed, chat member? Did you go get the snip? You do not answer them all, never answer moral binaries. I mean, there's certain things I don't answer that could lead, that it could be very personal, but I answer as many questions as I can. There's very rarely I say, nope, not gonna answer that. Who needs a smoke? Well, hey, this is a smoking chat. Yeah, we need a smoking room in the chat. Wrapped you around her hidden cat finger. I'll let you guys continue to believe my cat has me under her thumb. Your mother told me she saw a chubby white guy wearing a bra over his white shirt dancing in a puddle while there was a severe rainstorm this morning? Yeah, man, he's having more fun than your mom, probably. I mean, I envy that, man. That's freedom. Animal does things like that. It's frequent, either a health thing or they're deeply unhappy. Like I said, Dex does it every once in a while. But yeah, I don't think she's unhealthy right now. So it is probably just a mood thing. Was it Florida, man? You know what? Not all the crazy shit happens in Florida. We just attribute all of it to Florida. How old is Dex? I believe she's 10 years old. But she's doing well. She's still good. There's a picture of you out there with a McChicken on your titties. Why does this picture exist? What was it there for? Is that some weird OnlyFans content I haven't heard about yet? I mean, I'm not gonna kink shame you if that's what people are into. Maybe you're into like the feeder groups or something. Why the McChicken gotta be on the boob? I mean, some people like the idea of food and, sexiness, I guess. Where did Dex scratch you? In between my thumb and, pointer finger. That's where she nicked me at. It was a fraternity thing. Is that the only real reason? Come on, be honest. Fraternities are never worth it, chat. They never are. Don't know why anyone bothers with them. Unless it's like at some really preppy school where you can get to like meet some rich kids. I don't know. He went to a military college and one of the guys ate a dead goldfish. You know what? You guys are convincing me that if I ever have kids, I'm just going to send him to learn to be a welder so he stays away from this degeneracy. Like, son, you're going to welding school. None of this like college. This is why the people are turning against college, chat. You just like hear stories about that. People are like, yeah, they eat goldfishes and everything else. Lick toilets. Put chicken tenders on their titties. I don't know what to tell you. She probably wants more attention from me. She gets plenty, trust me. That cat is never wanted for anything. She's had it good. Literally eating PETA pets. They literally eating the cats and dogs. You know what? They're literally putting chicken tenders on their tits out there. It's crazy. Welding is a good paying job. It can be, yeah. It can also be really rough on you, though. But what you want is that advanced welding, not just regular welding. You know, if you take that advanced welding classes. Did they at least use hot sauce? Barbecue sauce on my titties? What is this, like, food related to boobs tonight? Chat, what's going on? How did we reach this spot? Is your mouse wireless or wired? I look down on people who use a wired mouse. I honestly do. It's like introducing a solution that wasn't even a problem. Like, if you're using a mouse, your computer is already right there. Just have it use a wire. There's no reason to use wireless mice. It just means you have to use, like, batteries. And now you also have lag in between your connection. So no, my mouse is wired permanently. I don't use wireless mice. I did once in my life, and I'm like, this is crap. I don't like having to buy batteries for a mouse or charge it up. What do I feed Dex? She gets a mix of dry food and wet food. Every day. Have you ever eaten roadkill? What? No, have you? No, I'm not going to eat something I pick up off the road. Is that normal where you're from? Like, hey, Ma, I just hit this possum. Put her in the pan. That's right, extra butter. Fried up good. Is that the normal Friday night at your place? Have I gone hunting? No. I do not have the patience to go hunting. Which means when the society falls, I will be one of the many people starving to death. See, I don't have to. I just learned about this new thing called roadkill that I can eat anyways, so I'll wait for people to run over the animals, and then I'll just like, I'll slink in and like grab it like, ah yes, this will be good for the cook fire, rubbing my hands together. Pinch of road salt for seasoning. You think most people know how tariffs work? No, most people do not. As evidenced by the election results. I was reading a report today, people apparently don't know what an authoritarian is. Because if people were asked that in like some exit polls, and they're like, what's an authoritarian? Chat, we were at the point where the majority of our country are like the stupid character in a cartoon. Has to have everything explained to them. Or will just turn into Golem. I mean, we all will eventually. What keyboards do I use? I'm still using my keyboard, which I don't think the company that made it exists anymore. It's called Rocket. The mechanical keyboard. I've had it for like, I've been using it for like 10 years now. Or close to it. Probably need to replace it, not too, in the distant future. In the not too distant future. Dex, can you stop pawing at my monitor? Chat, I want you to know what Dex is doing right now. She is pawing at you. I swear to God, she's up on my desk pawing at the chat window as it scrolls. My cat is petting you, chat. I hope it feels nice. Yep, see that, Dex? They like it that you're rubbing their head. Your girlfriend thought Hitler was Russian. It gave me an aneurysm, but I still love her. You know what? You can't forgive something like that. But as long as she's willing to learn that she's wrong. Dex is jealous of the attention you give us. Well, I'm petting her and she's petting you guys. How about that? Yeah, see, she just meowed. What's that, Dex? He just meowed. She wants me to stop too. Feels like the third... our queen graces up with a paw. What a nice cat. Sometimes. She's spoiled rotten, I think, at this point. We're getting pet through the transitive property, exactly. This is what social media was actually meant for. You guys getting pet by a cat while you're in chat. What are some things people don't think about when raising a cat? That if they don't get it fixed and they let it roam around outside, they will end up with a lot of cats. That's pretty much numero uno. You let a cat outside and you don't have it fixed, you will end up with mini cats. Every year. Cat chat. Well, I got an emote for it for a reason. You also have to let your cats free roam. If you don't, they may leave you forever. Well, Dex has been a house cat her entire life, so, but it's a big apartment, so maybe that's kept her, at bay. Actually, I was at the post office recently, and they have like a post office cat there. Just lives outside, even though it's got a home somewhere else, and they feed it and give it everything else at once. I think they just wanted to like bring in more people to send their mail away. It's like, hey, you get to pet the cat if you come and mail your shit out here. Do you talk to your cat? Only when I'm pissed at her. Otherwise, I'm just like in my head like, yeah, good kitty. Sorry, chat. Yawny. I'm very yawny today. Family has 3 cats and they all hate each other. That's not uncommon. My mom has 2 cats and they refuse to interact with each other. What has Dex done to make you pissed at her? Well, today she peed all over my carpet and scratched my hand. That's gonna, do a number on my mood. I yawn like a cat. That's acceptable. Greg hasn't even started streaming the game yet, and he's already yawning from boredom. I mean, that's also just a physiological response to, like, I don't know, not sleeping enough? I don't know. Or maybe I'm just tired, who knows. But you know what? We're finishing this DLC tonight, and then we'll be moving on to something else for the next stream. And I got revenge by pissing on Dex. I wish I would have thought about that. That might have worked. I don't know how I'd do without also peeing on my floor. Your Silent Hill 2 video is immaculate. Hey, thank you for giving my Silent Hill 2 video on Patreon a watch. Glad you liked it. I'll probably be making 1 or 2 small changes to it for the YouTube version. I might add a little bit of Silent Hill 2 OG footage in there at certain bits, specifically when I'm comparing the two. Otherwise, it'll be pretty much the same. But as soon as I have the intro, that'll be going up on YouTube. Talk to her more and give her more attention. I give her plenty of attention, trust me. That cat is on my feet most of the day. Yawning is a physiological response to not breathing enough to get enough oxygen to the brain. Yep, that's what science class taught me. How you doing, Montezuma? Your grandma's cat would literally go out and fuck and piss off another neighbor's cat. Wait, do you mean fuck with, or do you mean it would actually do the act? She ended up scarring his ear. Dude fucked around and found. Okay, you got a gangster cat on you, I see. Americans will be dying in droves. I mean, that's maybe a little bit hyperbolic. Definitely in for some interesting times. I don't think we're just gonna be dropping dead though. Did you share a drink with Alan Wake? Well, one, I don't really drink, so as long as I can order a lemonade, sure, why not? Is that cool, Alan? You cool with me drinking a lemonade? Oh, am I? Pretty good, actually. Other than I'm yawning a lot, as we just discussed. And talking about my cat all night, apparently. Sure. He drunk texted me last night and the night before as well. You got the girlfriend coming back for you? What do you think, Zach? Are you trying to... Look, we're already done with your parent... y'all. That game? Don't need to bring up Zach in this conversation. That'll give too many people brainworms. People start whistling the song again. Wait until we play Deadly Premonition 2. Would you drink an Arnold Palmer or a John Daly? I don't know what those are. Cats are more interesting. They can be. My dad drinks and I don't drink myself because of his alcoholism. Well, good on you. I just don't drink because I don't like alcohol that much. Doesn't taste good for the most part. Don't have much desire for it. So, hey. It's one of those things I'm glad I've avoided. Do you like brainworms? Well, I'm hoping we all end up with brainworms eventually, just like our new, probably, like, head of the Food and Drug Administration has. Do you get rid of your brainworms as soon as you get... I don't get brainworms, like, in the mimetic sense too often, thankfully. Also, Polygarp, thank you for the 100 bits, man. He's playing the jump scare sound effects. Non-hard lemonade. You with a girl, you can't even catch a ball, but I can catch a ball. Whoops, sorry, I was thinking about earworms. No. I don't like worms of any type inside me. RFK joke, look. We're all going to be making a lot of those. You better get used to it. You're not missing much. There are a few that aren't bad tasting wine, but it's extremely rare I ever drink. And like I said, I don't regret it. I've never really had any remorse over not drinking. I don't need alcohol to be social or feel good. So why start now? Dank worms? Okay, I would give dank worms a try just because I like that name. You'd like a tapeworm to lose weight. My brother in Christ, there are other ways besides having intestinal worms. I mean, if you really want to, have something, get some Ozempic. Don't go eating like a bunch of uncooked pork to get tapeworms so you can like lose a pound. I'm pretty sure the amount of inflammation you'll be dealing with will like, not be worth it. I mean, I can tell you another way you can lose weight really quickly. Cancer. You've ever seen a fat cancer patient? No. They're always rail thin. Real skinny. But I'm not going to recommend you go stand in a reactor for an hour to get it. Drinking and smoking. Drinking makes less sense to me. It damages you more and lasts the next day. At least for what I smoke, it wears out in like a day or two, but doesn't damage. Are you talking about, when you say smoke, are you talking about tobacco or weed? Because tobacco does not just like leave your body. I mean, you got some tar in you for a while. You think not eating would be a better strategy? I mean, there are people who've tried that. They end up dead though. So they do lose weight, but then they die. Thanks for the cursed memory. Lost mom to cancer, and you're right. I mean, I don't mean to make anyone feel bad, just for the sake of a joke, but yeah, fuck cancer. Fuck cancer. Start so I can watch the werewolf episode. Don't worry, we'll be playing in just a minute. I have to, I usually go about 15 to 30 minutes for the warm-up, and then I get to the game. I have to, so we'll be playing in like the next 2 minutes. How about that? Fuck cancer, all my homies hate cancer. Hey, no one made a cool rap video about cancer yet and how awesome it is, so that's all the indication I need that cancer is bad. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about anymore. People are marketing cigarettes as a plant-based alternative to vapes. Are you for real? You cannot be serious. Oh, yeah, it's an organic vape. If anyone ever buys that, I think we just need to like accept that we're doomed as a species. Buy organic vapes and it's a cigarette. Farm-raised vapes. No cages. Completely healthy and organic. Didn't miss the daily cancer conversation. We have that at daily? It's new to me. What's next? Leaded gasoline as healthier alternative to non-leaded gasoline? I mean, that and also raw... Chad, I want a world with leaded gasoline. All milk is raw milk. Washing your chicken with bleach. Asbestos. PCBs in the drinking water. Let's get crazy with it. You know what? Let's all just become like twisted mutants. All dying of cancer. Why not? Sounds fun. Could happen given environmental regulations. They're probably going to get axed. I want the world that the villains of Captain Planet imagined for us. Because that's who I think is in charge now. I think that's who we've got. It's just people are like, you know what? I feel like going and killing a bunch of seals because, you know what? Someone's got to. Lead in the, lead, pencils without lead just don't write proper. My granddaddy was fine with lead in his pencils. Why not me? Lead water pipes. Hey, lead water pipes and paint. Those were tasty looking chips. What's the next game being sent? Well, I currently have my Silent Hill 2 video up on Patreon. It'll be coming to YouTube in another day or two. After that, I'm going to make an exclusive video for Patreon covering that old Kojima game Snatcher. And then the next GameSend video will either be Life is Strange or possibly Call of Duty, though I don't know about that one since I can't play it anymore, since it, it just crashes on me. So if I can't get that one up and running to finish it, I'll put something else up to vote. Maybe Alan Wake 2, who knows. Have you shot a gun and how did it feel? I shot a gun, but not in a long time, because I don't own a gun. But it feels like using any other tool to me. It's like, oh, guess that's how it works. I don't fetishize a gun. I mean, I'm fine with guns, but I'm not going to treat it as anything else. It's a machine that has a purpose. Did you post a complaint to Activision about Call of Duty 6 not working? I did once it gave me the option to when it crashed, but I'm sure they'll be reading that. How's the new Life is Strange game? I was thinking about buying it because of its max. I would say it's the second best Life is Strange game. The first one still being the best one. But this one definitely surpasses Life is Strange 2, Before the Storm, and True Colors. And yeah, if you like Max Caulfield, you'll be happy because he's apparently the new main character going forward for all of them. Plastic monstrosities are called porn stars and other, I think, hasn't like the, I think we're truly almost out of like, the era of like silicone and all the porn. There's a lot of women out there doing it these days. They're just completely natural. Not everyone is into like I'm the slutty doll look anymore. These days though, it's all those weird fake ass lips full of like, filler. Saw Dartigan put a gun in fishnets once. He fetishizes them all the time. I think we have a misunderstanding of what I meant by fetishizing guns, but you know what? That's one sexy-ass gun you just described. Handcuff it to a bed and it's even better. Firearms are awesome, but they have a use, like a house, a car, a money, jello, lube. Okay, fine. No, keep going. You're making a good point. But no, that's the way I look at guns. It's a tool, like a lawnmower. If misused, it can do a lot of harm. But that's what it is. Dart likes to fuck guns. I mean, someone's gotta. How you gonna get more? Think they just make those things? Are you into goth chicks? My man, every guy is probably into goth chicks. I've never come across a guy like, I just fucking hate goths. That's like a universal truth in the Western world at this point. Guys are just like, you know what, goth chicks are pretty cool. It's not even a question that needs answered. Hearing you say that, I'm gonna try to mow my lawn with my shotgun now. You know what? That's gonna be an expensive job because have you seen the price of ammo? Never understood the hype into big boobs. It's not fun and are annoying. I guess some dudes that's that's the visual they like. But as it turns out, most guys are happy with any size once they're in our hands. It's just some of them have like a preferred visual they like. But yeah, some of them take it overboard and they like them freakishly large, and I'm like, you've watched too much anime, my friend. Get back, go touch some like real grass. Thank you for brotherly advice, Dartigan. Hey, you're most welcome, man. You're most welcome. Beat the lonesome road. The lonesome road. I love all women, he says. Hear that, ladies? We got a lover, a romancer over here. He loves everyone. You know what? Maybe you should set some standards for yourself. You don't have to love all of them. Pick and choose. What gun from fiction is my... Well, I don't really have a favorite fictional gun. I've always said that when it comes to guns, I like the weapons with clear mechanical actions. So I like revolvers, pump shotgun, lever action rifles, break action shotguns as well. I like those ones because I can look at it and understand exactly how its function works. And I just don't like the look of automatics. Don't like them. I'm sure I understand they're useful. But when it comes to like the aesthetically pleasing gun or the mechanically pleasing, I like those kind of weapons. Shotgun and sniper rifles are my favorite guns in video games. Shotguns are usually like the go-to video game gun. Do you like a revolver? There's nothing like you're loading a grease bullet into a well-oiled revolver cylinder. On Ocelot. Alright, Chad. I guess we should get to playing the game. It's now 36 minutes in, so I'm a little bit over. So, here we go. We did Lake House last night, so tonight we're going to be doing Night Springs, which is apparently 3 mini-stories, where you play as a different character each time. And it's sort of like some kind of weird, they base it off the TV show in the game, where it's just essentially a copy of, what was it? What's the name of that old show they were copying? Crap. I never watched it, but I know it's on the tip of my tongue. And for some reason, I keep thinking of Unsolved Mysteries. The Twilight Zone. I was thinking the other show that came out there around the same time, like Unsolved Mysteries. Well, yeah, Twilight Zone. Thank you. Basically based off that. So we're gonna get to playing that, see how it goes. I don't know if this will be like a full 4-hour stream or not. I do have, if it ends too soon, I do have another game lined up to play. But as long as I get 2 hours out of it, we're fine. We're gonna, number 1 fan, North Star, and Time Break. Okay. Gee, I wonder who they play as the Time Breaker. Alright, number 1 fan. Loading into the expansion, the menu will overwrite your progress in the existing expansion quick save slot load episode. What's the next game on your stream list? I don't know. I might play some older stuff though. Number 1 fan is 40 minutes long. Good, that means I should get a full stream out of these 3. Font is the same as Twilight Zone. Well, they don't own the font, I guess.
A fan. The dictionary definition of the word is an enthusiast, a fervent devotee, an abbreviation of fanatic. What comes across to an outsider as a dangerous obsession or even madness is something entirely different from the point of view of the fan herself. To be a fan is a joyous existence, one filled with the happiness that stems from knowing with utter clarity the purpose of your life. But what if that purpose could be more still? If you could be lifted out of the flock as your idol's chosen one.
We call that a parasocial relationship, actually.
What lengths would you go to save the object of your obsession in?
Is that Lance Reddick? No, but I can see why you're fooled in thinking it's Lance Reddick. It was supposed to be Lance Reddick, but that guy died.
Tonight's cult classic episode, number 1 fan.
The best pie in town.
Life's a funny thing.
Life is funny.
You spend all your time wishing and hoping and dreaming for something, and then, bam! Destiny shows up at your door like a mailman with a package you were pretty sure got lost because you ordered it like 6 months ago. But that's okay. When your destiny has eyes like sunsets and a beard like mahogany-colored velvet, you don't really mind how it arrives.
I love it when a guy comes into the restroom and stares at me.
But my day didn't start off with all that excitement. It began like any other day did for this waitress slash protector.
Can you see
of the
Stephen
town
King
of
writing
Night
something like
Spring.
this? Stephen King has written far weirder than this.
As always, Knight's Diner was the hottest spot in town. So there was
Look, I don't
plenty
even
of
have to
work
reference the scene in It, right? You already know it, correct? It's like one of those infamous scenes in all of fiction. Hey, why is your hair black in the mirror?
What a mansion!
What a diner! Also, thank you for the 100 bits, Polly. Yeah, I'm not sure if this matters, but in the diner mirror, her hair is dark. Can't tell if it's the same face. It looks like it might be. Actual hair color? Ah.
It's everyone's favorite waitress.
Look who it is!
Hi, everyone.
Could I get another cup of that delicious special brew that only you know how to make?
Of course. Who else wants a top up?
Me.
Right here, please.
One for me, please, and thank
Will do.
Provide coffee
Let me just
refills.
grab a fresh pot.
I like this man's beard. How is that Mafia 2 had perfect mirror graphics in 2010, but for some reason no one else can get it right? Plenty of games can get it right. We actually get way more mirror graphics these days due to ray tracing. Alright. Get people that coffee.
Here's your coffee.
How do you juggle running this diner, your bird sanctuary, and that amazing fan site for the writer you love so much?
Hard work.
I work extremely hard, but also I'm naturally talented.
Well, heck, no wonder us regular folks can't keep up. I'll never be as successful as you.
Stop comparing yourself to me.
Comparing yourself to me won't help. You
Chad, I
gotta
think we're
find
playing
what
fan
you
fiction,
wanna do
and this is this
and
lady's Mary Sue
do
character.
it. I believe in you.
Wow. You just changed my entire way of looking at the world. Thank you.
No
Yep.
problem.
For those of you who don't know what a Mary Sue character is or get confused on what it means, this is essentially what a Mary Sue is. Someone putting themselves into the fiction as like this perfect version of themselves, what everyone loves and appreciates.
Here you go.
A person of your genius and grace is wasted serving coffee to us regular.
I now
Joes
want a
and
Maya
rabbits.
Mortal game.
Oh, I don't mind.
This is written by Alan Wake. This, I don't know. Maybe he was like doing it for the paycheck. You know what? The town's looking pretty good in these colors though.
Hot coffee.
I heard your fan site for that writer was named best fan site in the world. Congratulations.
Thanks. It wasn't easy. Another cup.
I would kill to have a passion like you do for that writer of yours. You two are destined for each other.
We sure are. That's everyone's coffee. Better put this pot back.
Yeah, better put the pot back.
I loved being the very successful owner and operator of the county's most popular diner. But that was nothing compared to my grease fire of passion for the writer and his sheer literary talent and flowing hair and lips like buttery pie crust. Pie! I need to clear the empty pie plates from the tables. Shucks.
Yes.
The writer lives just outside town in that mansion of his. Why don't you go talk
Mary
to
Sue
him?
is a perfect character with no flaws.
We
This
have
is
our own
self-insert.
ways of
Self-inserts often are Mary Sues.
I saw in the news that you saved every single
Also,
kid
look at
from
that.
bear.
Subscription from Raggedy Greg for 8 months.
Thanks.
Oh boy, this is the
Those
best of the
yoga
3
lessons
stories.
really
It
paid
seems like
off.
it's more, weird. So, I'm digging it.
Is Knott's Diner going to enter the statewide pie competition this year?
Of course. We're gonna make this our 20th win in a row.
My date last night was a total bust. You're the expert on romance. Any advice?
What happened?
Yes. But first,
Where's the Nazi
tell me
general?
everything.
What?
Long story short,
Don't think one of those pop up in this.
told me I dressed like a divorced
What's the male equivalent of a Mary Sue? Gary Sue.
It's
Gary
what's
Stew.
inside that matters,
That kind of
right?
thing. That simple.
Right. Show them the real you and it will all work out. Talk about that mole you worry about. when
Also,
you're trying to fall
Zakola, thank you for the
asleep.
10 months.
Try that.
Dartigan is a dex, a physical manifestation of chat. I swear some things we write here might feel like if we peed on your carpet. Chad, you are always peeing on my carpet 24/7. That's what it's like to stream for you. But you know what? I still love you.
I better take these
Sometimes
plates
you just
back to
gotta
the
go,
service
and you know
window.
what? Might as well go on the floor. Don't worry, I got linoleum down, so it's easy to
Can
clean.
I borrow you?
What can I get you?
Oh. I need a good book recommendation.
Would you let me
After
pee on
all,
your carpet?
you're the town's
Absolutely.
literature buff.
You're all invited to pee on my carpet.
You have got to read the newest book in the Writer's Crime Trilogy. I'll grab you a copy from the back.
I'm not sure how my landlord is not gonna be thrilled with this, but you know what? I'll figure something out.
No time for that. I've got customers waiting.
You know, I feel if I were inserting myself into fiction as a Mary Sue, I wouldn't just have myself continue to be a diner, waitress. I'd have something more dramatic.
Gotta get back on track.
What am I doing?
You better not crease any pages.
Open mic. Beat Poetry Night at the Night's Diner. Night Dinner for Beat Poetry Night for the Literary Advancement of Night Springs. Boy, the Decade Award in recognition of basically being the best of everything, presented to everyone's favorite waitress. I miss you. Look at the fan art, chat. Look at the fan art. Two can do it. Thank you so much for taking in my 6 macaws. I know you have your hands full with all the other sick birds at your bird sanctuary. But if anyone can find a cure for the rare bird lupus, it's you. Your bird lupus. Yours truly, a young girl who wants to be you someday. The only thing that hurts more than love is loving again. Love Will Hurt by America's best-selling writer. Death comes for everyone. That doesn't mean it's painless. Death Will Hurt by America's best-selling writer. Man's life is ripped away. He's out to get justice in the whole city. Will Hurt by America's best-selling writer. Love hurt, death hurt, will hurt, can't hurt. Have you read Stephen King's Misery? That sort of gives me vibes of that. I can see why, but I've only seen the movie of Misery, actually. And that's one hell of a fucked up film. Okay. Fish. I want the fish to sing. Get that elements are about tension, a slow burn, but man, these things are really... the first game actually wasn't a slow burn. It was actually very action-packed. Feels like they learned the people complained about that, though, so they've doubled down on making everything very slow-paced. But they've taken it a bit too far. You have to pick a book? Oh, okay, here, you can read...
It's me, your favorite writer whose voice you would recognize in your sleep. I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan, you're the only one who can save me.
Oh my gosh! Don't worry, I'm on my way.
Alan
My
communicated to us
beloved
through a
writer was
fish.
in terrible danger, and I had to rescue him. The stakes had never been higher. Luckily, I kept all my accessories in the diner's kitchen.
Would you ever listen to those singing fish on a plaque? No. Does anyone? Those are like a meme. I've never actually come across one.
My accessories. Everything a girl needed to claim victory in the battle for love.
Jesus, lady.
My trusty 12 gauge, fully automatic. Extreme circumstances call for extreme
Okay, she's getting a little
shotguns.
confused. She's adding a bit of doom into her fan fiction.
My bolt-action hunting rifle with a gorgeous walnut stock. Deadly, and looks good doing it. Just like me.
Cannot take
I
it.
was finally ready for a night out on the town.
Okay, you gave me enough
with
ammo, didn't you, game?
danger. There was no time to waste. The shortcut through the boatyard was the fastest way to my writer's mansion in the woods outside town.
Alright, I guess that's all we're taking. No boomstick, no grenades, no pistols, no crossbow. Alan Wake was a streamer. How much would this girl tip him? This girl would go bankrupt. I like these two just doing a little jig. And the good news is, coffee's on the house. Woo! You know, more games should be this positive to you, the player.
The boatyard is this way! You better hurry! Go through the boatyard! It's the shortest route!
You know, this town looks like rancid meat most of the time. I like this version of it better. This actually looks like a vacation town.
Not that way. This was my moment. My chance to save the rider and make him realize how much he needed me. And if that's not love, I don't know what is.
Nothing can stop the power of love. Yeah, we gotta save literature.
I was leaving my old life behind, like a body left to sink in a lake so no one finds it. Nothing would get.
At least they're
between
happy.
me
Yeah, at
and
least
my
they're
future
having
with the
fun.
rider.
What's more dangerous, a woman with a gun or a woman driving a car? Ha ha. Sexist jokes, I know, right? You know what's more dangerous than any of that? Me with a can of, you know, hairspray and a lighter.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I wish there was like your Japanese anime. You know what? An anime version of Alan Wake for an episode would be a good idea. Thank you for the 100 bits, though. Can of hairspray and a light is how Solid Snake beat the real big boss. I know, right? That's what I'm talking about. Don't stop. There's a mix of styrofoam cup with gasoline. Oh, you want to make the full-on, you know, napalm, you know, deal.
Now, who the heck is that?
I knew you'd come to his rescue.
Oh, it's Bad Boy Alan.
Who are you? And why do you look like a slightly less handsome version of my rider?
Oh, don't you ever compare me to that worthless hack. Sure, I may be his wild and rebellious estranged twin brother, but we can't all be perfect.
I had no idea he had a brother. To think there were two of him all this time.
After today, there won't be. No more writer, no more books, no more living in his shadow.
But you're his brother. I'm sure you two can talk it out and realize you have so much in common, and after you change, you can move in together. And I'll come over with popcorn for a
This
movie
DLC was
night.
funny and just a little silly. Yeah,
He
this
had
is
his
actually
chance
better
for
than the bigger
popcorn and
DLC I just
movie nights,
finished
but he
playing.
wanted to keep everything for himself. Too bad. You know what they say? If you can't join him, beat him.
What did you do to him?
I locked Mr. Fancy Pants up somewhere you'll never find him.
You won't get away with this. I'll stop you.
Babe, I got an army of people that hate that hack almost as much as I do. They're ready to die if it stops him from writing another crappy book. What do you got?
I have a shotgun.
I have a shotgun.
Well, I got a... Wait, that's a real shotgun? Okay, I admit that's I didn't expect that. But it doesn't matter. You can't stop all of us.
Wolf.
Only a monster could be blind to the poignance of my writer's book.
Listen to the music, chat. Activate the shotgun's fully automatic fire by fully automatic shotgun fire. God, this lady is just doom at this point.
Very rude.
Joke episode? Yeah, I'll take it though.
So don't mess. Very rude.
How much you want to bet that one of the enemies that will pop up later in this girl's father? Who knows? I'm gonna tell my kids this is Twilight. This is better than anything Twilight ever produced. These are critics you're shooting. These are critics you're shooting. Well, hey, that makes sense. I went through almost all my shotgun ammo though. Back in the water you go. What's the best game in Alan Wake universe?
My
Currently
rider's
this.
jerky twin had him locked up somewhere, like a sweet, helpless prince locked in a tower. But his fan in shining armor was on her way. Luckily, one of those haters had made a hole in the fence for me.
You can at least splash in the water when I shoot them down there. I don't think a pump shotgun can hold 12 rounds in its like chamber, can it? What happens if she dies? I don't think she can. I don't know. Given that what this is meant to be, you know, it would make sense if she can. Well, I can heal, so I guess she can die. Enjoy the DLC. It's just stupid fun. Well, yeah, the other one I played was a bit too on the nose and more like the base game. This one's actually, you know, scratching the DLC itch. Did the Silent Hill 2 video drop? Yes, it's on Patreon right now. If you want to watch it, it'll be coming to YouTube and like as soon as the intro is finished, which is still being worked on. But otherwise, it's viewable now for the ones who are like, you know, paying me money. To put it bluntly, you can find a link for that down below if you're interested.
The twins' motorcycle had left tracks in the mud. I recognized the tread pattern immediately, thanks to my famously keen perception. The tracks would lead me right to my rider and his kidnapper. I felt like the detective from my writer's books, solving the case with my wits. All I needed now was an unlimited supply of black coffee and crippling emotional trauma caused by the untimely death of my spouse.
Oh, there you go. Backstory. I have 156 rounds of shotgun ammo now. Round pump shotgun too would be comically long. Yeah, that you need. It's somehow happening here though. Make that 200 rounds of the shotgun ammo. How many rounds is my... Okay, this is more realistic in terms of bullets held in the magazine. That's only 5 shots. May as well have snakes bend down.
More haters. My gun's hungry.
They'll say she's the most likable Mary Sue character. That's because it's on the nose. If you know what a Mary Sue is, you know they're intentionally trying to make it. Whereas, yeah, most Mary Sues are like, they're not doing that. They're like, it's someone sadly like making up for like deficiencies in their life by writing it into a plot they already like.
Can't forget the bullets.
Can we get this lady in Doom, the Dark Ages? I think she would fit in. You want Animal Crossing? This is kind of like what Animal Crossing would be like in Doom. Mary Sue literally came from a Star Trek fanfic as a name of the main girl in that. Not surprising.
Evil twin brother. He must be waiting until our third or fourth date, surrounded by candles, so he could reveal this vulnerable chapter from the dramatic story of his emotionally troubled past. Oh, that man has more layers than a croissant.
That's what I say to women. They have more layers than a croissant. Gets them every time. Alina Richardson character from Eternal. There could be a DLC where you play a fanfic she's reading out of Doomslayer, and Doomslayer is just silent like, what? You know what? That could work. That could work. God, is it relative simply to have Patreon stream through the TV since that's how I watch all my streaming stuff? I don't know if Patreon will, since if you can pull up a website on your TV, then you should be able to watch it on your TV, I imagine.
I was banning them from life.
So I would check and see with that. I've actually never tried it. But you can view it on your phone too, there's an app for it. I don't even need to like look around for ammo. I'm just like caked up with it. Caked up with ammo is a term I never thought I would use in life, and I just created, and I want it to be mine and mine alone. And he's just caked up with ammo for now on, chat. That's how we describe it. You're asking Monty what guns he owns? All of them, from what I know of it. All the tears of all the angels in heaven were falling over this city. She wore the rain like a funeral shroud. She was in a sad state, this city of mine. But she was still mine, the filthy prison I called home. I was here for a reason. Joe Bullets Capone, he was inside drinking champagne and throwing around his dirty money while I stood in that rain smoking a soggy cigarette. That didn't matter. The only thing that mattered, I knew Bullets had a bad night coming his way, and he had no clue. He made me wait for it, though. My pack of cigarettes was long gone by the time Bullets staggered out. Yeah, I can't read that. It was long gone by the time Bullets staggered out the back door. I detached myself from the shadows, stepped up right beside that pathetic excuse for a man. Long time, Joe. Bullets looked up, his booze-soaked grin twisted into something less friendly. You. He reached for the pistol under his jacket, a six-shooter with slugs big as my cigarette stubs. I'd done my homework. He barely had the piece out of its holster before I was on him. Rustled it out of his hands, tossed it behind a dumpster. Bullets didn't like that. Gave me one right in the gut. Wind rushed out of my lungs like a soul leaving a body. Though through my wheezing, I could make out the slap of boots against water. Bullets was legging it. Had to get after him. Couldn't lose him. Not when I was so close. He had info I needed. The address of the last stop for his train called Revenge. So I sucked in whatever air I could and took off after him. Though, through the twisting maze of alleyways. 2 rats, but only 1 cheese. I pulled out my... Or is this is just how Max Payne was written, alright? Right. We're just reading Max Payne at this point. Pulled out my revolver. I was playing for keeps. Don't make this hard, Joe. Also, thank you for the bits, Polycarp. Caught up to him, and he was dropping down the other side of a chain-link fence. He sneered, teeth like rows of gray tombstones. He thought he was escaping. He thought he was safe. My body slammed against the fence like a bird against a window. I clutched the thin metal, scrambled over it in jagged ends, wire ripping through the sleeves of my leather coat and biting into skin. The pain was welcome. I don't like much holding the phone for 30 plus minutes, so I'll see if it works with a smart TV. If you'll have my $3 tonight, if you want to give it to me. But you can also use your computer if you have one. I dropped down in the alley and ran like a panther. At every blind corner, I expected a trash can lid to the face. None came. Maybe Bullets hadn't liked what he saw in my eyes. I climbed the fence. I bet he wasn't smiling now. Then I had him. I trapped rat, trying and failing to wrench a locked door off its hinges. Leveled my gun at him. You know what I want, Joe. Bullets let go of the door handle. Hands as up as they'd go, beseeching a higher power not to cast him down. Come on, man. Ain't gonna bring your wife back. This is Max Payne. Can't hurt to try. Talk. Yeah, sure thing, sure. Bullets lunged for his ankle. A crack of lightning from my hand and he was down in the gutter, clutching his belly. I walked over, calm as snow, stood over him, watched his putrid blood mingle with the rivers of rainwater. You talk, I call an ambulance. His words were having a hard time getting through the pain. You're insane, man. Insane. I raised my gun level with his eyes. Try again. Okay. You want the big man, yeah? I know where you can find him. Blood pounded in my ears like war drums. All the killing, sleepless nights, the booze, the countless cigarettes I smoked while ghosts swirled around me. It was all for this. The drums got louder. Bullets caught his breath, straining against the pain. Then he spilled his guts. My number one fan. If I don't make it, then I just want you to know that... No, I can't say it. Curse my crippling, sensitive, artistic nature. I left the alley, told a waiter on the curb that a guy had been shot. Didn't care what he did with that information. Had what I needed. Next stop, the big man. Thought I'd feel more than this. Okay. Okay, I can't believe I read the whole thing. Thank you for the Max Payne fanfiction. This is the Gognitti scene from Max Payne, you're right. I'm sure we'll find a few more of those. Is this what we can expect from your reading streams? Well, I don't plan to do reading streams.
The motorcycle
But if I ever get around to the idea of doing like content like that, then yes.
Inside?
Hello? Isn't anyone gonna rescue this poor little rider? Hello? Is anybody there? I'm just a frail rider and I require aid.
He's inside.
My love.
I'm here. I've come to save you.
Oh, joy! We can finally be together and sit through big poetry readings and drink $18 cocktails and have high tea with the queen.
Wait a minute. My rider only drinks coffee. 2 sugars, no milk. I keep all the mugs.
Okay. No more
Muscles
sugars.
don't cry, they sweat.
I'll be waiting upstairs.
So since Sam Lake doesn't have the rights for Max Payne, anything he writes about it... Actually, Remedy and Sam Lake are remaking Max Payne 1 and 2 for Rockstar. But yeah, so they don't own Max Payne anymore, so that's why they came up with like a new character for Alan Wake.
Running with wolves seems like a dangerous hobby.
Everything you need to know to lead your wolf pack like a true alpha. TJ Wolf. I believe I would buy this book. I too wish to be alpha.
I guess writing doesn't
Brothers, the moon can only shine when the sun is gone. The night can only come when the day is done. Can the sea ever meet the ocean? Am I Italian? I am not. I can, however, cook better than all of Italy. How about that for bragging? Yes, all of Italy. I'm making friends tonight, chat. What's my objectives right now? Do I even have any? 'Cause there's nothing in there. You care to back that up? I don't need to. You have to take my word for it. You missed the door upstairs? I did. I just heard a cat meow. Okay, where's this door I missed? What's my signature dish? Oh, I can make a damn good pizza. I've had rave reviews for it. And what could be more Italian than a pizza? I don't see a door I missed. Oh wait, I guess I did.
Where are you? I was never upstairs. I lied when I said there were no more tricks.
Ooh, you're starting to piss me off, mister. Where is my writer?
I'm just having a little fun. Let's chat down at the beach. It's just out the back.
First, he kidnaps my writer. Then he calls him a tea drinker.
A tea drinker?
He had
How dare he?
crossed the line. I was going to go to that beach and give this jerk the scolding of a lifetime.
This lady's clearly team copy. My phone says there's no simp card even though there's one in it. I don't know what you mean, but I'm sorry for your loss. Torture ideas for Hack Brother. Number 1, car battery, solid potential, pulling fingernails, too messy, the bell, where do I get a bell? Blunt spoon, nice and simple. 5, dismantle typewriters, a psychological factor. 6, gasoline / fire.
He was down at the beach.
Fire might burn my cabin down. Maybe overcomplicating this. Not this beach. This beach. But that... Why not that beach? Can you share your pizza recipe? I actually have shared it before. But a pizza thing is... A pizza recipe isn't exactly, it's mainly the sauce. Dough is going to be more or less the same on almost all good pizza. And the sauce is not complicated either. It's really just like San Marzano, like tomatoes that you buy in a can. You pulp those into your desired, like, texture that you like, whether you want them pulpy or like, fully, like, blended, like I do. Then you can add some San Marzano tomato paste to it, along with, like, pepper, salt, olive oil, tiny pinch of red pepper flakes, some sugar or honey if you like. And then you cook that up, well, garlic as well, don't forget the garlic, at least 2 cloves. And then you just cook that in a pan, to reduce it, and then you're good. And for cheese, just make sure you're getting cheese that is mozzarella that is whole milk, like no skim. Low moisture, whole milk. There you go. Whole milk mozzarella, chat. It's the secret. It's the secret of good mozz. The Koreans are crazy with how they do their pizzas. I think they're more crazy with how they do their corn dogs, because those look pretty damn good.
Hey, me and my bike were just enjoying the view.
Where is my writer?
What do you even see in that crybaby? He's boring, he dresses like a nerd,
Hush your mouth! He is a stylish intellectual who is in touch with his feelings.
You're starting to cramp my style, babe. And I'm not telling you where he is.
You are going to tell me where he is, or else.
Or else what, babe?
I will scold you.
You asked for it. You are rude, you have no manners, your too cool to care attitude is attractive initially, but drives people away after they realize you're emotionally incapable of letting your walls down to reveal that you are a vulnerable human being just like everybody else. You are trying way too hard with that outfit.
No, stop! I don't like being seen! Listen, I never had...
That's the most dangerous weapon in the game.
I was just keeping you distracted while my army of haters storms his mansion. Now the love of your life is doomed. Doomed!
Doomed. I like this version of Alan. Rawr.
He tricked me, even with my famously keen perception. I ate my spinach this morning, so... my writer's mansion as fast as my chunky kitten heels would take me.
It's a good tune, chat. The zones, yeah, this is way better than the other DLC.
I'm fresh out of bullets.
You're not. You have 262 rounds.
Hold on. I need to fill my gun up. Whoops! Gotta put more bullets in.
More ammo, please. Hello, oh, what's up, Enemiger? How you doing? I think I read this one already, didn't I? This is the first one I came across. Yep, read that one already.
Spinach this morning.
Also, $2 from Hassan. What is every cliche you would send? What is every cliche you would send? Well, I wouldn't actually send every cliche, only if it's badly used. Cliches by themselves are not bad. You can have a cliche and still have it be interesting. It's only when you just have the cliche and it's like completely predictable that it's bad. And could be sent. So, technically none of them, but at the same time, all of them. Okay, we got enough. Chad, do you think I got enough ammo and healing supplies? Dear.
I knew you, my #1 fan.
Of course.
Would never fall victim to my twisted brother's lies. His hatred for me is as inexplicable as the sunrise, and just as fiery. But I knew your heart would never waver. You're the only one who can save me. I believe in you.
Chad, I want some of the coffee this lady makes.
My writer believed in me. We were kindred spirits. We fit together like a bicycle chain and that spiky wheel thing the chain fits into. We were connected.
Honestly, can we just get a
by
full-length game
destiny.
like this from
He
Alan
was
Wake
meant
instead?
to
This would be better.
mine, always and forever. There was no time to lose. I was the only one who could save the writer and the very soul of literature from these evil haters. The fate of all art rested on my shoulders.
All art. Imagine this is Alan's first attempt at making a saga-like character. Yeah, we went through a few different revisions. This was draft 1.
I have to stop you myself, I will. Unlike him, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
He's shooting hearts at me? Wait, that's Sonya Blade's move, you know? Can you guys hear me, by the way? This is a little loud. He's a werewolf! And he shit on me.
But that won't stop me.
Still a better story than Twilight. His motorcycle is also a werewolf. Sexy monster within. Is this the last stream where you take a mandated break? I might only take one day off tomorrow. Because I did take one day off already this week. So I might just be gone for one day if I decide not to stream tomorrow. I'm not going to kill you.
I'm not going to kill you. You're my darling writer's brother.
You really do love him, huh? I guess I never even had a chance. I was just jealous of his talent, his money, his velvety hair. But mostly, that he's got the love of somebody as amazing
Alan
as
Wake 1 played more like this. You might have liked it more. I liked Alan Wake 1. It's 2 that I had problems with. Does this DLC surprise you? This is actually what I want from DLC. Just something weird and goofy. Sometimes.
Oh, you silly werewolf. You could have all those things too. You just need to stop wanting to be him and start wanting to be you.
Your words have shown
This is the weirdest episode of Pee-wee's Playhouse I've ever seen.
It was myself. Oh, what have I done? Those haters will tear him apart, and it's all my fault. Please, go save him.
Oh, I intend to.
Do you find that Alan Wake 2 took itself way too seriously? A little bit, but also the pacing was glacial. And just some of the stuff they did with the plot was just, I don't know if I agree with your decision here. Because it barely even felt like Alan Wake's story. You love this weird shit. So, yeah, like I said, this is what I wanted from the DLC. Imagine this woman in Silent Hill. This woman has no trauma. She's perfect. For contributions to art and artistry across the globe, the recipient is hereby recognized as Champion of Literature, who embodies all the spiritual and physical qualities valued in one pursues the art of writing, presented by the Society of High Art. Dearest brother, news reached me that your journey across Europe has taken a turn for the worse. I was utterly and completely devastated to hear you have been afflicted with a serious case of lycanthropy for riding your motorcycle through the Nordics. I know we haven't spoken in years, but please know that my thoughts are always with you. My dear monozygotic sibling, please contact me upon your return to America. Until then, I hope this card finds you well on your way to something I can't read because I can't scroll in this game. She has no trauma, she is the trauma. Yes, give me more ammo. I might run out. Literally max ammo. What do you think of the idea of new Elden Ring DLC where you play as a character from the gag manga? That'd be like a more like linear story then, right? Since you have a character to play. I'd be down with that. You ate your spinach this morning, huh?
Can't forget the bullets.
These books make me feel dumb. Don't you hate turning into a werewolf on a motorcycle? Don't you hate it when your motorcycle turns into a werewolf, which is something that just happened? That sounds like a plot from a JoJo comic. Oh shit, I'm actually gonna die. Wow, you can die in this. Maybe she's not a Mary Sue after all. One hell of a feat to let Mary Sue die. It doesn't normally happen, you're right. No enemies down here, so let's go upstairs. Really curious how this ends. Well, this is just one of 3 of these like Vignette storylines, so we got 2 more after this. I'm gonna guess they have a different tone though than this. One of them though has you playing as a guy from Quantum Break, so I'm kind of interested in that one. It's just an excuse to let you shoot books, I feel like.
Whoops! Gotta put more bullets in. Me and my writer. I did it this morning, so don't mess with me.
Bad boy Alan had the ability to turn into a werewolf and shoots heart beams at you. Really does sound like a JoJo minor antagonist. Yeah.
I mean, save himself.
And his motorcycle turned into a werewolf too. Don't forget that. That's JoJo as hell. Ideas for next book. Inventive murder weapon, stapler, lawn gnome, swordfish philosophy. Escalate the crime. Plunge the depths of humanity's darkness. A murder religion. Hero's motivation, a real private eye. His wife returns from the dead only to be killed a second time. Too much? Not enough? A waitress character who's intelligent, sophisticated, and good with a weapon. Smells like cinnamon and gunpowder. Hair, beard, regimen twice a week. Wash thoroughly with cold water. Gently pat dry in a high thread count towel. Brush 3 times with honeycomb. Bought locally at the local farmer's market.
Time to admire my writer's taste and decor.
Apply shampoo to dry hair. Rinse with cold water. Gently pat dry with high thread count towel. Condition often. General rules: never wear hats. Once a month, rub 3 mixed eggs. Okay. Is that how? Is it guys with beards? Is that what you got to do to it? Is that the kind of care you got to do with your beard? There should be a AAA game that does an anthology of 1-hour segments. I agree. Just more experimentation in general with AAA stuff, please. He's wearing the tweed coat from the first game.
And there he was. After all the fighting, we were finally alone.
Doing hearts with her hands.
Our love was written in the stars. And so we danced like 2 spinning planets that would eventually crash into each other in a dazzling display
I think so.
of flames and rocks and other planet stuff. He told me all the sweet things I'd been waiting
Thank you for the 100 bits though,
lifetime
Polly.
to hear.
What's up, Green?
I saw myself reflected in his eyes. I would always be at his side. To inspire and
She dips him, huh?
protect him. He needed me, now and forever. After all, I am.
This is what we call a parasocial relationship, by the way. And what the person in the weaker part of that imagines it to be.
A fan and the object of her joy come together against a world trying to keep them apart. A happy ending for some. But is happiness like beauty, all in the eye of...
Isn't there supposed to be like a twist ending to anything that's like from this show?
Fixation.
That was actually just like straightforward.
In Night Springs.
Dex, what are you doing over there? Quit. Dex, stop. Usually there's a twist to it? Yup. Wait, what? Come here, Dex. There you go. Oh, well. Oh, this has a theme song. Wait, Black Hole Sun. Black Hole Sun, won't you come and wash away my pain? Okay, I don't know how much of this I should listen to. What's with this song? It's the theme song of this DLC, I guess. You think Dex owns Dart? I'm the one who buys the food, you know. You don't remember Twilight Zone ever having a song that bops? Well, things can change. You know, she'd get absolutely snapped in half and still cook breakfast the next morning, so it's a healthy kind of free. That's one way of putting it. Love you all. Hey, Supertramp, have a good night if you're leaving. Okay, I think I'm about done with the song. I think it actually loops. And we got more DLC to play. Alright, that's number 1, so we're doing North Star next. Short stream tonight. It probably definitely won't be a full till midnight stream. But I should get to at least like maybe 11 a.m. I mean 11 p.m.
Desperately trying to stay one step ahead of the shadowy government agents hunting her. Agents from the very same agency that took the only person she cares about. On her quest, she is guided by her mysterious alien guardian angel. Her guiding star shows her the way, as it always has. She does not know what strangeness awaits her.
Am I streaming tomorrow? I don't know yet. I might take a day off because I only took 1 day off so far this week and I need 1 more. So might not be streaming tomorrow, but it'll only be for 1 day if I did.
North Star.
Dart streams are the best. Well, thank you.
This is gonna get strange. There's no helping it. The universe is much deeper and weirder than people know. My brother and I know. We've seen it. We've seen you. But there are some people...
We getting some control, lady?
An agency that doesn't want anyone knowing more than what they see. That's why they took my brother and have been chasing me my whole life. But I can't keep running.
Coffee World. The boring has returned? Well, possibly. We'll see. Input.
Locked up tight.
Already worse because I just don't get to like go through it all.
Then let's figure out how to get that gate open. You think something here's important? What, the numbers?
238. Okay. Only played a few hours of Control. I couldn't either. The Control was kind of boring.
I've never been able to track down the government agency that took my brother. Until now. You helped me find this place. Now you'll help me get him back.
Can I have a flashlight?
Right. Hello? Is anybody here?
Just 1 second, chat. I'm getting a text. Okay, I'm back. Why is it so easy? Why is... Dartigan, why is it too easy to control... What? Are you trying to make a pun and failing? You're making a pun and failing. No, Control is just kind of like... It has one good moment, the rest of the game is just not that great.
What the fuck are those?
Not failing? I get to decide what's failing or not.
This place really
You're reading it
needs
wrong.
more
Look, it's
coffee.
worded very weirdly.
But I guess that's the point.
Mom, can we go to Coffee World? That's what the kids want. Two. 6 out of 10. Best part of Control was reading all the weird... No, the best part of Control was the coffee, the ashtray maze. That was the only part where the game just like actually did something that I enjoyed. Isn't that the protagonists from Control? Yup. And they're part of the same world.
The gazebo? You think there's something there?
Ma'am, here. Get inside the light. Oh, they don't like the light. You shouldn't be here. How did you even get inside?
Shit, a cop. Should I lie? I kind of let myself in.
You got more than you bargained for, huh?
What's going on here? What are those shadow people?
Well, that's what I'm here trying to figure out. The government's been putting something in the coffee.
Oh, that makes sense.
Turning people into coffee monsters.
Oh, even better.
Government. Is this the same government agency that's been chasing me all these years?
You know, I've always had my suspicions, Chad.
Something in the coffee is doing this? Really?
Took me a while to wrap my head around it, too. At first, I thought... Well, I don't know what I thought. But now it's clear. This is deep state science.
Chad, this is just trying its best to be like Deadly Premonition. Is this a prequel? No, this is the DLC, which is just where it gets weird with it and does whatever it wants.
I'm looking for someone. My brother. Have you seen anybody?
Well, only if you count those monsters.
I can tell you what the problem with the copy is. It's instant copy.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Shit's gross.
They've been abducting people.
What's a 10-10 sneeze sound? I don't know. I've never had one.
I'm here to get them back home. But now it's time you left. It's not safe here.
I'm not going anywhere until I find my brother.
I respect that. There's a warehouse just past the park. It's locked up tight, has some fancy government security system, but the intercom is busted. I figure that's where they're keeping our missing folks. There's a spare pistol and flashlight on the bench. I'd feel better if you took them.
What a generous cop.
Those monsters don't do well with light. And whatever you do not drink the coffee.
This should make things easier.
Cocaine, the coffee, that ain't good enough. Not enough for a government conspiracy. Missing person. Have you seen me? Jacob Flimson. Last night hiking at Night Springs National Park. Dark Triangle Coffee proudly presents Night Under the Stars. Night may be cold, but the coffee is hot. This week, Coffee World, it will only be open at night. Bring your family, friends, children, anyone you know for fun under the stars. Join us. Join the percolation. Please be aware that there will be some changes due to new management. Starting immediately, Coffee World will only open at night. This will allow us to draw in new customers. All staff should be pushing our brand new Dark as the Void blend. On that note, tomorrow we will have a special tasting party for staff. Attendance is mandatory. Please bring your friends. Figured you would like this episode since you prefer tea. Well, hey, they've got me hooked already. But no, the last episode's gonna be very hard to top. Just because, you know, it gave the player what they want.
Let's check out that warehouse that you mentioned. You still with me? Good to hear.
Ooh. What a terrible locking system. Wait. Is it a Konami video? What are you talking about? I remember really hating this goddamn level in the base game. Like, really hating it. Watch out for the dreaded gazebo, huh? Alright. Boop. 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 Sugar is like eating a monkey's paw. Well, is it? Or is it just eating sugar? Is it really that bad? Also, if you eat a monkey's paw, yeah, your metaphor breaks down a little bit. You don't eat a monkey's paw, you wish upon one. You eat it, then nothing bad's gonna happen other than you ate a rancid monkey paw. Which is well known to be bad.
Why does an amusement park need a welcome center? No tape. I don't have time to sit around watching movies anyway.
Which character did you prefer to play in as the base game? Saga or Alan? Well, they both play the same, but I'm just more interested in Alan since he's the one that the game is named after and he had the first game. Whereas Saga was just kind of introduced and I just never clicked with her. What if you cook the monkey's paw before eating it? I mean, usually I'm assuming a monkey's paw is like already decayed. And hasn't been properly like maintained. Hmm. When have you ever seen an actual clean, like butcher's quality monkey paw, chat? I've been looking, never found one at the deli. How many monkeys have you eaten out? Okay, you intentionally wrote that to be dirty instead of just eating you, but eating out on it. I ain't answering that question. Trying to like spread fake news like that. We're going that way. Well, at least they're not skimping on the ammo. Like I said, chat is like peeing in my, yeah, it is like chat peeing in my car, but I know it's never a truthful statement was made other than that. Okay. Oh, this is suddenly reminding me a little bit too much of the main game. A little bit too much. Got a lot of batteries too? Well, yep. Who gets the worst punishment for peeing, you or the carpet? The poor carpet. So what kind of gun you packing, girl? Everyone in this game is DLC is packing automatics, chat. Like, rapid fire.
This must be the warehouse. How do I get inside?
Hate the enemies in this game. I like them more in Alan Wake 1. They were kind of fun to fight there. Plus, you could drive around in a car and run them over. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, straight up. Did you miss Barry from the first Alan Wake game? A little bit. Kind of weird they didn't include him. He has like a note that you reread at one point, that was it. Ever go to a graveyard and piss on someone's grave? What a question I've just been asked. No, have you? Like, what reason would I have to do that? My ass is heavy.
Hi, I need to get inside.
Please insert passkey.
Sorry, I lost it.
Please insert passkey.
Fucking machine.
Passkey invalid.
You find it funny that Silent Hill 2's remakes combat is more fun than this game's, especially that's because it actually uses it, whereas this game, the base game, was trying its best to keep you away from the combat.
Sure.
Despite having pretty,
What's
decent
the
Please
combat.
recite the fourth word of Dark Triangle Coffee's mission statement, as seen in our orientation video.
What kind of question is that?
That is incorrect.
Coffee?
That is incorrect.
I gotta find a videotape.
Please recite the fourth word of Dark Triangle Coffee's mission statement, as seen in our orientation video.
Triangle?
That is incorrect. Please recite the fourth word of Dark Triangle Coffee's mission statement, as seen in our orientation video.
1.
Just let me inside the fucking building.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Guess we need to find that orientation video.
What is your most anticipated game of 2025? Obviously we got GTA 6 coming out, but that one's too easy to pick. I'm kind of interested in things like Death Stranding 2, weirdly enough. Possibly an FF9 remake, who knows if that's going to be a good announced and come out next year. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe Resident Evil 9 if that releases, since I'm assuming that'd be the year it'd come out if it is. I don't know. I'll wait. There's been a couple things already announced for next year. You get the new Ghost of Tsushima game, and a few others. Probably the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. I don't know. Looks like next year is going to be pretty packed though, so I'm sure I'll have fun with something. I doubt there's an FF9 remake. We've heard way too many people just basically confirming, yeah, that rumor is real. They're just waiting for it to be officially announced.
A tasting room?
I was told not to drink the coffee, but you know what?
Probably shouldn't drink any strange coffee. Sheriff said not to drink this stuff. Better not. Sheriff said not to drink this stuff. Probably shouldn't drink any strange coffee.
Don't think Death Stranding needed a sequel. I don't either, but you know what? If it's gonna be there, I'll play it. Not gonna pass on it, you know. You only need one gun when it fires that many bullets. Lady's got an extended mag in this thing, and yo, it's fully automatic. What will Kojima predict with Death Stranding 2? He got COVID with the first game. He actually said he like rewrote the plot of Death Stranding 2 because he didn't want to like predict anything again. Man's getting a little bit worried at his own power. Oh, I don't know where to go, so I'm going up here. Predicted shit since he was predicting shit since Snatcher. I'd probably be afraid too. Yeah. What's it like to have that kind of power, Kojima? To see the future before the rest of us, but then make it really weird and like covered in piss. You underestimate his power. No, I fully respect that man's abilities. Frightening. Where videotape? I don't know where videotape be. Maybe Kojima should have warned us about 2024. He probably has in some way. Just that'll be. He's probably like looking at his current plot and like, fuck, I predicted this too. And trying to figure out if he should release the game as is. Alright, there's nothing here. Wouldn't be surprised if Kojima created a prophet character that could only express them through video games. You know what? He actually should make that character. I agree. I mean, he's already put himself into his games a couple times, so he basically has. Does this guy have anything else to say? Control DLC? This is actually Alan Wake 2 DLC.
Well, I'm glad to see you're okay.
The security system wants some kind of password to get into the warehouse.
So you got it working. I wonder why it wouldn't turn on for me. What did it ask for, exactly?
It asked for the fourth word of the Dark Triangle Coffee mission statement. Any idea what that is?
Of course, it wants you to watch the video. The info you're after is on a videotape, but it is chock full of government brainwashing. I watched a bit of it. It was doing something to me. It's dangerous. You can't watch that tape.
I need that videotape, Sheriff.
Well, this is exactly how they get you. But fine. If you really want it, I hit it in the Ferris wheel, cup number 4. you'll need this key. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Could have just handed it to me, you know. Microsoft owns the rights. Yeah, they can't just like use that shitty game, so they have to like come up with a character who's played by the same actor, but you know, legally distinct. In fact, his is the final episode of this DLC. You love democracy. I love democracy. Seven, 8, 9. Wait, I probably have to stop this, don't I? One, 2, a 3. Oh, shit. A 4.
So, you up for a movie?
Does the world have too much death? I mean, what? What? Does the world... We are you asking me like a serious question, or is this like just a shitpost question? Because I can tell you that the world you live in, that you find yourself in, is the most peaceful the world has ever been. I'm not sure what else to say to that. I know, where was the place where I watched the TV at? Sure it is. It is. By every metric, you live in like the best time to ever be alive. That's the warehouse. I need to go find the TV. Shitpost, but if you have serious answer, I'll listen. Well, I just gave it to you. Dwayne The Rock Johnson's holiday spy satire film bombs. This is his fourth major film to bomb in the box office in the last 2 years. Many in Hollywood are citing his dwindling star. I mean, yeah. Felt that for a while now. Then again, I've never really had an interest in the guy. Never kind of understood why he was such a big thing. His charisma was captivating. Was it really? I mean, sure at the beginning, but he's just been the same character every single movie.
Triangle Coffee is a fast-growing company with ambitions to sweep the nation and eventually the globe with our out-of-this-world beverages. Drawn by our coffee's distinctive flavor and our unique beans, people are rushing to join the Dark Triangle movement. The company's mission statement is simple. To drink the truth
There.
is to become
That's what we need.
one.
The password
Our
is
financial
truth.
and spiritual growth
Now
has
we
been
can.
spreading at speeds previously
Hey,
unknown
what
to
is-
humanity.
Something is
Soon everyone will
Become coffee.
something is in my head. Please, you need to drink. Please, no, please.
You are now coffee.
You stopped it.
Did you hear that Alex Jones is going back to Fox
voice
News until Trump gives
screaming
back
in
his show? I don't think he can.
But
I'm not sure
we
what
got
he could
what
give
we
back.
needed.
His show is
The
that's
fourth
not something
word
that's
of
in
the
his power to
mission
do.
statement. Truth.
I didn't know Alex Jones was on Fox News as well. I'm
Let's
a little
get back to that
confused.
warehouse. That video was doing something to me. If you hadn't been there, what would have happened?
Would have become coffee.
What is this agency trying to do here? Control people?
Coffee.
But why? What's their plan? What if my brother has already been...
Be caffeinated.
No. I didn't come all this way to lose him now.
Sam, you're getting a little weird, you know? Where do you get your news? Multiple sources. Never get your news from any one place. What do you think of white actors voicing non-white characters? I'm fine with it. I don't really care. I don't think it's that big of a deal to have that, you know, be that way. Let Asian people and like black people voice white characters on, you know, in animation and vice versa. Whoever can do it, give the character the best voice. I can think of look, Samurai Jack, voiced by a black guy and he's playing a Japanese character, but I love Samurai Jack's voice. It's like perfect casting for it. Wouldn't change it for an actual Japanese voice actor. So yeah, that's my look at it. There's plenty, I'm sure there's plenty of characters I've liked that were not the same race. That's the thing about animation and characters like that. You don't need the voice actor to line up with the actual on-screen race.
Truth.
That is correct. Further verification required. Please recite the optimal roasting temperature for dark triangle coffee beans in Fahrenheit.
200.
200.
That is incorrect.
This is getting real annoying. Sergeant Johnson from Halo was voiced by a white dude as a black guy. He did a yeah, he did a really, I didn't even know.
180?
You love Samurai Jack? Everyone loves Samurai Jack. Hell, half of Japanese anime is a woman voicing like a guy. So you don't even need like the same sex. Like almost all like male characters who are children are voiced by women. Even in Western shows.
I'm not a fucking barista.
Kratos was voiced by a black guy twice, 3 times actually. Of course, Fox News likes Alex. Tucker Carlson is his best friend. Well, Tucker Carlson was no longer a part of Fox News. He got kicked out after they lost that big lawsuit to the voting machine company. You voice a 12-year-old boy? See, there you go. It's always funny to me that people who only consume the MCU read Marvel comics and are shell-shocked to find he's not Samuel L. Jackson in the books. Yeah. A little bit different in the comic books, ain't he? Do you enjoy RPG games? Yes, some of my favorite games of all time are RPGs. Do you think voice acting should be race contingent? Didn't we just discuss this? If you're asking me, do I think that a voice actor should be the same, should line up with the race of the character they're playing? No, I don't think it's necessary. I don't have a problem if that's what a company making something wants to do. But I don't think it's like necessary. You can like have perfectly good casting without that being the case. Is it any less boring on the second stream? You mean this DLC? We actually had like a really good first episode of this DLC.
I needed that roasting bar.
It was actually probably the best thing that's come out of Alan Wake 2.
Roasting temperature. You don't happen to know, do you? Didn't think so.
But now we're playing as that lady from Control, so it's like doubly boring since it's Alan Wake 2 plus Control. YouTuber got really peeved he was unable to voice white characters when he was specifically advocating. Are you talking about that, I think I know who you're talking about. He voiced the squirrel in God of War Ragnarok. Pro Z, yeah, that guy. Beans. It's only boring because you don't know how to control it. What? Shut up, you with your puns. You and your puns. Okay, I'm assuming to figure out the control, I have to go to that room, to figure out the bean temperature. I need to go to that room that had like, well, a cult table full of beans.
Better not.
You guys got any, like, bean information in here? I probably gotta talk to the cop again, don't I? Control woman? Whatever her name is. I kind of forgot.
Welcome
That
back.
intercom is asking for another password.
I'll help if I can. And sorry about before. I just don't want anyone else getting hurt. But you watched the video, right? You must have a strong mind.
Something like that. It's asking for the coffee's optimal roasting temperature. Any ideas?
Sorry, I'm a tea guy. I did come across a sort of roasting bar nearby. The info you need might be there.
Roasting bar. Could you point me in the direction of the roasting bar?
I've loitered in enough coffee shops to recognize a roasting machine.
Did he say he was into teabagging? He said he was a tea guy, but yeah. Angels of Triangle, prime numbers, 1 + 2 + 1, 2 +... Okay.
The temperature is more than the sum of our triangle. What does that mean?
More than the sum of our triangle, huh?
This is like being back in school.
Yep, that's about the first digit of our roasting optimal roasting temperature is half of the second, and the third digit is 1 less than the one before.
So the temperature is less than 500.
Oh. Hey, would someone just like to feed me the answer? Because I really don't care. Do you feel richer in experience after playing Deadly Premonition, Dartigan? Oh, well, I certainly have been exposed to new things, yes. I have a newfound appreciation for Japanese developers who just really want to make Twin Peaks. Let's Google it. Quick, someone Google it. The one who gets it gets me shouting out their name in stream. I think ideal temp is 180 Fahrenheit or roughly 82 degrees Celsius. I don't know if I enter it here or not.
That doesn't seem right.
487. If you cook coffee at 487 degrees, you are going to have some burnt-ass coffee. I don't know if I need to get this as well, but I'll try it.
I think that worked. 487. Who knew geometry would actually come in handy?
Yeah, I don't recommend drinking that coffee. 487 degrees. What was McDonald's was throwing their coffee at customers before? Was that what? Well, I don't know. I think that coffee was actually like an accident. It wasn't supposed to be that hot, which is why that lady won her lawsuit. Like, it was actually like hot enough to melt her skin and crap. Where's the thing, the place? People thought that lady was lying. It's just because the media made it seem like she was lying, because they thought, oh, she got some coffee spilled on her, big boo-hoo. Like, no, she literally got like third-degree burns from it, like melted her skin on her legs together. It's literally like just dropping like a full cup of boiling water on someone. But like the media was out to make her out, out like she was like just like trying to get like some free money. Her legs fused together, yeah, that's like nasty ass shit. It's like lava at that point. But that's the 90s for you, when it was dealing with some old black person complaining about something.
487.
They just want a payday.
Oh, come on!
I want to drink your coffee.
I don't want to drink your damn coffee. Try the coffee. That's gonna be a problem. But I can't stop now. You'll keep me safe. Right?
Let's go drink some coffee. Who is the most sexy fighting game character? Probably Mai Shiranui. But that's mainly because she like literally like bends over a lot. Or it's either her or Chun-Li. Take your pick. Cammy's alright, but you know, if we're gonna go with fighting characters, I go with something, you know, kind of original looking. You aren't made uneasy by horror. What would you say is the appeal of horror? I don't know. Good question, actually. I guess because I'm always hoping it will get me. So I'm looking for that horror game that truly unnerves me again. But usually I just like horror elements. I like atmosphere. Like even if the game doesn't scare me, I can still like really immerse myself in the atmosphere of it. And horror is like something I like.
Here goes nothing.
Drink that bean juice.
I'm trusting you. Huh. That wasn't so...
Oh, that's some good coffee.
Shit. There's definitely something wrong with this coffee. I knew I could.
Colombian roast.
That fucking door.
He thought it's on the upcoming Slitterhead game, but it's not up and coming. It's out today. I don't know. It looks pretty, you know, janky. Our cop friend is gone. Oh wait, really? Yeah, you can buy it on Steam right now. Like I said, apparently it's actually very similar to Siren in a lot of ways, because it is from the guy who made Siren. So you gotta replay missions over and over again to do the right things to actually progress. And you like see through enemies' vision just like in Siren as well. It just has more actual combat, and apparently not particularly great combat. Someone that's better than it looks? I'm sure it probably is, but even then it's still probably going to be that great.
Are you all right, Sheriff? I heard gunshots.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
You go back to the crates you open, the coded messages are now decoded because you drank the coffee.
Got a little bit of coffee in my mouth.
I'm sure it's very interesting.
Should be fine. But listen, I figured something out.
What did you figure out? Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, it's nothing. Those government bastards will never get me. But it's not just the government. There's something else here. I don't know what it is, but You need to get your brother and get out of here as soon as you can. Promise me.
Yeah. I promise, Sheriff.
Good.
Need to go to bed. Taking a flight tomorrow morning for a family vacation. Enjoy the game, and I'll catch your streams. And hey, have a good play, man. Enjoy your vacation with your family. And good, good to have you back, dude. Hey, sleep well, man. Sleep well.
Let's go. You have to hurry.
Let's go. Love Metal Gear Solid, but there is a part of me that wishes it weren't as popular because it made everyone want to make games more like movies. I suppose you could put it as like the game that kind of popularized that idea. But I think that was going to happen regardless. I don't think that would have changed much had that game not become popular.
I tried the coffee.
Really? I only got the one, Other games before Metal Gear, yeah, there was other ones, but it was like the big one that was super popular and was clearly like a popcorn action flick.
Glad one of us is.
What the fuck are
Coffee
those things?
Cuphead. Symbolizes her trauma of like drinking really bad instant coffee. Oh shit. Oh, coffee is dangerous, chat. Hope you see what a great chat community you have. These are the great people. I can only hope I get the same when I get my channel going. I actually do think I have one of the better chats on both Twitch and YouTube because people actually have conversations in my chat and get to know each other. Like they do movie nights together and all kinds of crap. So I do. Trust me. Could have ended up with some like, just nothing but like toxic trolls and shit.
What the fuck are those things?
Locked. To keep people out or in.
Finally. Let's get back to that door.
Join the percolation. I have done their bidding, packaged their coffee, and brought the people to Coffee World to share in their blessing. They say I am almost ready.
Here, I brought you a coffee. Take it. Don't be rude.
Sheriff? Sheriff! How'd you get in here?
Coffee time is family time. It's the best part of the day.
Hey! Snap out of it!
Coffee solves all your problems.
It lowers heart disease and leads to higher life expectancy.
Fuck. I'm so sorry, Sheriff.
You're a commercial now.
I need to find my brother. He has to be okay.
Look, this isn't as culty as you think. I've seen some hardcore coffee people. Did a coffee company fund this DLC? It's a possibility. I'm not sure which one would be attached to, like, the cult branding, though.
What the hell? Have you ever seen anything like this?
This lady is still looking for a brother. We had entire... This is DLC that's kind of ignoring anything. It's, like, meant to be goofy. It's not actually, like, canon or something. Like, I don't even have any powers right now other than, like, yo, the little alien inside my brain. Then what's the point? Just to be, like, a fun piece of DLC that tries something different. You should have seen the previous chapter where we played a Mary Sue, a literally obvious Mary Sue character, saving Alan Wake from a werewolf who rides on a motorcycle. Ever mixed tea and coffee together? No, I have not.
This isn't the government.
Hello, sister. I would like to tell you about a dream I had.
That's what happens when you drink too much coffee, Chad.
A conspiracy within a conspiracy. How can one expose a lie when the truth exists beyond our wildest imagination?
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
That it is. But thank you for the bits, too. This or Still Wakes the Deep? Still Wakes the Deep was a bit more of a serious story. New song? Nope, same one. Who else is bopping their head? What do you do when you're in love? I don't know. That's going to be a very different for each situation now, isn't it? That's it? No, there's one more episode. There's 3 episodes. Technically 4 episodes with the one I played last night. But we got one more episode to play through. Episode 3, Timebreaker.
We often look back and wonder, what if? What if the path not taken had in fact been our charted course? Would we be happier? Or are we, with our set of choices behind us, the lucky ones? And what if nothing would be different? What if, for some of us, our destiny across the endless number of versions of ourselves has been defined and locked beyond any causality of circumstance, beyond the forces in any one reality, but across all realities? For one man, the magnetic pull of destiny is so great it breaks time and space. We join this lone operative, many versions of him in fact, as he chases his nemesis, a dangerous being known as the master of many worlds. Across the multiverse, across the many versions of a city that is always the same, yet always different.
In other words, that Chrono Break game that Microsoft owns the rights to, that is legal, we now have to make it legally distinct.
Tonight's reality-bending episode, Timebreaker.
How was this game? The base game is alright. It's just kind of slow paced.
No matter how many parallel realities I need to brave, how many lives, how many versions of me it takes, I will stop it. And I will come back for you, my love.
And cut. Everyone, take 5.
Is that Sam Lake directing?
Was that okay? I mean, I can do more. I can do less.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yep.
Sean, I'm really happy. Let's talk. I love your instinct on this, but we can still push
Can you please stop putting yourself in games now, Sam Lake?
Immerse ourselves into this story. Believe in it. Make it crazier, wilder.
Like, I know you got one interesting looking face, but finish Kojima. I think that's how he fancies himself, honestly.
It's so cool we are making this, Sean. Let's dive in.
You wanted to talk? It's awesome to be doing this with you again, Sam.
Sean, it's so good to have you back. We've been dreaming about this for so long.
Dreaming.
And now, finally, we are making Timebreaker, the video game. It's happening.
Yeah, and FMV as well. That's so cool.
Of course. That was part of the previous game as well.
So meta.
I'd like to talk about my character, just get deeper into the lore.
Hey, I could talk about this for days. He's a multiversal agent. Goes by many names as there are many versions of him. Breaker, Branch, others. He's searching for his
Aren't you
lost
just
love
talking about
while
Quantum
his
Break?
ruthless nemesis, Door, the
Or, I mean,
master
Quantum
of many
Leap, never mind.
worlds, is murdering versions of him across parallel realities. He must track down and stop Door.
That's so cool.
You've done cool superhero roles in the past. Long term, the agent will grow into the ultimate iconic superhero.
Oh, that's awesome. So, the Vortex and the Gadget. Sorry, I keep forgetting its name. There's just so many acronyms here. But it helps me travel through realities?
Acronyms are cool, right? Like tiny mysteries. You power up your PRS, polyhedron reality shifter, with a SEN shifter energy node to activate a LumiVista TV and ride the vortex between realities. It's all REC, Ripple Effect Corporation tech. And you have a gun and a TPS, Timebreaker Solidifier, to defend
This
yourself.
whole DLC is the devs having fun. Yeah, I think this is after making so much serious stuff for years, they had to like cut loose.
You clearly have your own vision of the multiverse.
The right vision, the truth, it's all out there. That's where these ideas and inspirations come from. They seep through. Somewhere this year, us talking.
Whole joke of Quantum Break is a game they're filming. Also, the logo. Well, yeah, I know that, but he also kind of described Quantum Leap, an old 80s or 90s like sci-fi show.
And he could appear here through a portal anytime now.
Right. Yeah, right, Sam. You are a maniac, man. Totally. Okay. So, what do we shoot next?
We need to set up for the next scene, where your nemesis pulls you into a parallel reality. You can go to your green room, chill out, learn the lines. I left the latest draft of the screenplay for you there. See you in a bit.
Cool. Can't wait.
Everything's green screen. Why they need to set up yet?
Sometimes it's hard to tell if Sam's joking. A
They're
deadpan
filming the
finish humor.
FMV scenes for the video game.
And a reputation of being a bit out there. I picked up a weird vibe when he talked about the multiverse.
Man, I wish I'd set OBS up correctly. I could, like, use this green screen right now to actually display whatever I wanted. If I only had known this was going to be here.
Go ahead, Sean. You should have everything you need in your creator.
Sean! Oh, wrong game. What is your problem with me? Oh, you're asking Monty? I don't think Monty has a problem with you. Uh-oh.
No! This is your end.
What the fuck was that? Hello? What the fuck is this? I thought I'd gone mad. Then I realized Sam was playing a crazy prank on me. There's no way this was real.
Suddenly, psychedelic color lights flare up to the open doorway. Branch OS in the room, fierce panic shout, "No, this is your end."
Complete global saturation.
Good timing on that, about the 100 bits pulling up. Also written by Sam Lake. Time breaker solidifier weapon.
I had to admire how real the body and the props looked.
So we got another one of you, huh?
Wait, it's you again?
Too late again.
Excuse me? No, this is just, it's a prank. It's just a prank.
Where'd I get a gun from?
Shit. You're not Branch. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. He finally got you.
Are you cast in this game, too?
Listen to me. There are things you need to know. You are in great danger. You must do exactly what I tell you.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I blanked out and I was suddenly someplace else. I'd had gaps in my memory.
Also, your
before,
hair is much longer.
but
Also, thank you, Polycarp, for the 100 bits again, by the way.
This was something else entirely. The last thing I remembered was the red-headed woman at the door. She looked familiar. She was trying to tell me something, and then it went dark.
What does she look like, James Sunderland? Why does she look like James Sunderland from Silent... Who, this guy I'm playing as? He doesn't.
Or was the multiverse true after all? Did Sam do this? An elaborate hoax? Off-the-wall, method-acting reality show? It had gone way too far. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that. Act like this is true.
Would aliens really want humans bananas?
I'm an actor. I can do this.
They definitely would come here to learn the ways of love.
And then
One of the things we humans are pretty good at.
Sam in the face.
It's like, please, human, teach us how to fuck. We have focused only on technological advancement for the past 2 millennia.
Where the hell
Next
am
Spring City Park,
More
parallel
multiverse
reality,
nonsense.
bleed zone, cross-dimensional anomaly, no
I was committed to
trespassing.
play along.
Robert Downey Jr. revealed he had filmed a scene as Iron Man for Deadpool and Wolverine, but he demanded it be cut after he signed on to play Doom as he felt it'd be confusing for casuals. Some big Hollywood actors are really dumb. And they get very paranoid about the littlest of things.
What had Sam said? I needed to find an energy node and use this rod thing with it. The
Yeah, it'd be very
PRS,
confusing.
was it?
I'm sure people...
And look
You
for
know,
some
maybe
kind
he's
of
right,
TV to
actually.
get the hell
I keep forgetting how dumb the average person can be. Like, wait a minute. That's Doctor Doom. Why is he Captain? Oh, Captain America. Whatever. Iron Man, no. It's dumb to make him Doom. Yeah, they wanted it. I mean, it's whatever. Marvel movies are dumb, anyways.
No, no, no. Door's coming. He knows where I am.
What was that?
It's coming. He knows about the trailer. I need to hide the energy. I need to get it away from the trailer. Away from the TV. No! Ken! No! Oh my god. Oh my god!
I wasn't certain this was a prank anymore. I heard a voice in my head. It sounded like me. Insanely, I heard the thoughts of another version of me. The one living here. The trailer was his. I'd check it out. Don't think.
Huh. Calling it now, RDJ is playing a version of Tony the Possessed by the actual Doctor Doom. Otherwise, really, I mean, honestly, if he's gonna play Doctor Doom, he doesn't need to take the mask off, so you never even need to know it's him under there. So if they're gonna do it that way, then they'd be fine. Like, no one wants Doctor Doom without the mask on, right? It's like that is his face. The guy speaks in all caps. Just leave the mask on, you're fine. Last two adaptations had the mask off, and yeah, but those also were shitty. Sure would be nice if I could shoot something with this gun you gave me. Think the mask stays on during sex? Yes, it should always. So I ran all the way up here for nothing. Am I a comic fan? No, comics were not part of my childhood growing up, so I never really got into them. And I'm not a big fan of comic book heroes in general, other than like maybe the X-Men and the Spider-Man cartoon was kind of a big deal for me as a kid, but I don't really care that much about Spider-Man these days. But X-Men were pretty cool because they had a better cartoon. And Batman had a good cartoon too. But comic books, no. Movies, no. And I'm glad of that too, because it seems like they're in bad straits these days. Guess I was supposed to go this way. You think Unreal Engine 5 will have the same issue as Unreal Engine 4, where the majority of the games developed on it look similar? I mean, so far we've had quite a few Unreal Engine 5 games so far, and I don't think they all look similar. Honestly, I don't even think Unreal Engine 4 games all had the same similar look. That felt like that was something from Unreal Engine 3. That all had that very similar bump and normal mapped out the ass look to everything.
The Luma Vista TV. According to what Sam had said, I needed the energy. The other me had hidden it away from this tree. The handwriting was mine. Paranoid theories about the multiverse and Door. The master of many worlds.
Don't wipe. Why the acronyms? Why they hiding? Straight out the grid, we are connected in our dreams. Am I the chosen one? Must be careful. Find a way to break through. Killing us, not dead, something worse. Because one of us is the chosen one. Who can stop him? Replace him.
I was wasting time. I had to go look for it.
These comic book movies are so afraid to keep the mask on. Even Tom Holland's Spider-Man movie has him ripping off his own mask for 30 seconds into a fight so they can show... Yeah, that's the thing. Actors always want their face seen, and very few of them are willing to ever just wear a mask all the time. They want to show that emotion off in that range. You are here. So yeah, I always use the two RoboCop movies to compare that. Like if you go back to the original RoboCop movie, there's only like a few times the mask comes off so you can see the his face, and that's just to see how screwed up his face looks, or what's left of the human part of him. So it's actually important when the helmet comes off. But then they remade RoboCop later on, and the mask is off most of the damn time. Alright, so I guess what I need here isn't here.
Okay. It's safe. It's safe. The creek's deep in the forest, all the way in the waterfall. It's safe.
Okay, now I'm supposed to go that way.
From here, before Door zeroes in on me, I'll make it. I'm the chosen.
Can you give us some encouraging words for the future, Dart? A little bit. Like I've said before, and I even said it the other night, things are never as good as you hope they'll be, but they're also never usually as bad as you fear. So even when you win, it's never, you never get everything you want or you think you're going to get. In fact, you often get very little of it. That's how it usually goes in presidential elections, I've always noticed. Like even the winning team usually does not get more than like a fraction of what they talked about doing during the election. Because as it turns out, it's actually very hard to do any of it. So keep that in mind. However, that being said, be on your guard. Be ready to like protest. Write letters if you have to. If you're really against something, be civil. Be active though. And vote in elections. That's all I can really tell you on that. Vote in elections. Also, Solo Yojimbo, thank you for the 40 months. Good day, Dart and chat. Hope everyone is having a good one. Peace and love. I mean, there are some things you should be doing right now, such as if you have anything government related you need to get taken care of, I advise you to get taken care of now, because it's very likely there's a good chance a lot of various government agencies will be understaffed in a couple months, like severely understaffed. So anything related to that, get your ducks in order right now, because it might be very difficult to do so later on.
There. Just like in the video game.
Apparently RDJ took the biggest paycheck in history of cinema, so I doubt studio will allow him to stay hidden under the mask. Probably not. Yeah, probably. Thoughts on mandatory voting? Like, I don't believe in mandatory voting. If you don't want to vote, then no one should be able to force you to. I do think that everyone should be like, hold on, everyone should be registered to vote automatically if you're a citizen. And I think voting day should be like an actual federal holiday, so you have time off to go and vote.
I had to do the multiversal agent thing.
But I don't think voting should be like, what's the punishment if you don't vote then? You have to come up with that if you want to make it mandatory.
PRS was charged now. I had to get back to the trailer and the TV.
You can't escape. I am everywhere.
Some countries fine you a couple $100 if you don't go and vote. Most people just write in "fuck you." I mean, yeah. I don't like that idea. Like, freedom means you don't have to vote if you don't want to as well.
It's all true. It's no hoax.
Thanks, not trying to be a downer. I'm working to have a career in geology, so all the environmental stuff for the future, the US, yeah, I would definitely be concerned for that. I foresee a lot of government, federal agencies being understaffed severely. That's why I recommend anyone go. If you have something you need to do government agency-wise, you need to get that in now while you still can. Because it will probably only get harder.
Dora would be coming for me next. didn't want to face him. Fuck that.
Election day is made a holiday. Should early voting still exist? Yes. Early voting should still exist, but people who like wait for election day should have their bill. Shouldn't have to go to work that day. Go to take off. Just to go vote. Because in some places it takes several hours to go and vote. Like, I didn't have a problem where I live, but other places that isn't the case. Why would the government agencies become understaffed? Because that is a significant promise that the current, the upcoming administration is, touted they want to do, is like fire a lot of like current like agencies, because Republicans don't like those, and they want to replace the leadership of a lot of them as well. So basically, they want less of any of that.
Use the PRS, the polyhedron reality shifter on the TV, to get out of here.
Poly shift, huh? If you don't mind, did the election results surprise you? Did they? I mean, I knew it was like pretty much a 50-50 or more or less, so I'm not entirely surprised. I knew the guy could win. I'm a little disappointed that someone like that could win again after everything that happened, but it is what it is, so we have to live with that reality now.
I felt a strange pull.
But surprised not to.
I was afraid that whatever was going to run into this door person, but I couldn't stay here either.
And the TV. Are we in a noir game now?
No. Oh, no.
What is Alan? This isn't Alan. This is that sheriff guy, or guy from, Quantum Break. Sheriff Time E-Breaker. Yeah, that'll work. The Ocean View Hotel, huh? Oh, they got the carpet, or legally distinct carpet from, Close enough. You know what they're going for. It's a tile. You know the design I'm looking at, and you know what it is.
I was in a different reality, but not better, worse.
Yeah, it's not the
Maybe by
shining, it's
thinking
the
of Dora,
sparkling.
I traveled closer to him, to where he was in control. Next time, I'd focus on something else. The clocks showed the way. They'd guide me through to get what I needed. Okay, you got this. Find another node, another TV.
Red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum.
I had to find the right version of the lobby in the right time, when what I needed was there.
Here, Germany's government collapsed. I did not. Are you sure that actually happened? That seems like big news, if so. I'm assuming you mean they just, like, have it to form a new coalition government over there.
The same warning sign as before. It made me think the fabric of this place was unraveling. Something to do with Door?
One of the leaders just left of Germany? Oshitsu Kaista Sorian Helvetin. Oh, it's all Finnish. Collapse leader ruling. Okay, it's a minority government then.
Was broken here. The corridors led to the same lobby, but in different times.
Time is broken, huh? What about the situation in Somalia? I'm pretty sure the situation in Somalia has been bad since I was born. I've never heard anything good coming out of Somalia. Saw a TikTok video the other day that went in depth on how Jack Torrance in The Shining is basically an average abusive family man, physically and emotionally, like how despite he's supposed to be the caretaker of the hotel, Wendy is the one who does most of the work, while Jack sleeps, writes, and dicks in the movie. Yeah, that's the case. That's pretty much what they depict on screen.
The hotel was a strange place. It looped around like in a dream. Maybe there was logic to it. Finding the right route to get through.
Maybe you gotta go counterclockwise, so Tango Lobby would be next, then Copy Lobby. Did you read the book version of Shining? I never actually got around to reading The Shining. I did read a synopsis of it. But yeah, there's a bit more nuance in all of it. And there's actually like actual demons and shit in it too, right? But I think the movie is just legitimately better.
Damn it! I just came from here.
You know what? I will blame Kojima for coming up with looping hallway levels. God damn it, Kojima. You had to, like, inspire everyone to make their own little version of PT, didn't you?
A Luma Vista TV. I just needed energy to power it.
We've spoken enough about why you want to go kill yourself, but what makes you want to live in the...
Maybe
Wait, what?
killed him already.
Why? When have I ever talked about why I want to go kill myself? What makes me want to live in these trying times? I'm interested in seeing the world that comes after. How about that? How does that for someone who's got like serious main character vibes? I think the world of the 2030s and 2040s is gonna be something worth at least seeing. And yes, generally I'm a hopeful person because I've already experienced a lot of the weird shit, or like a lot of the worst shit life can throw at you. And it got better for me, so I know no matter how bad things can get, there's still, you know, things can improve.
No one at Poison Pill had mentioned they'd made a comic book of their game. But then, maybe Poison Pill didn't even exist in this reality. I was in a comic book. Funny.
Remember when Resident Evil 7 got accused of being a PT clone, yet came Village with a clearly non-selling... I don't think 7 was a PT clone. Don't know who would say that about it. Alright, so where do we find energy for this thing? Maybe we gotta go counterclockwise. How long until we get an AI president? Good question. No idea. Possibly as soon as we have something like, AGI or something. Just in case. Speaking of Konami, he wanted to make he wanted to make a Half-Life game. Who? Kojima? Doesn't seem like his kind of thing. Alright, maybe I could go through one of these more than once. Oh, this one moved. Wow, this sure is cool. Okay, I don't know. Can't find the energy ball I need. You believe true AI would be granted human rights? It wouldn't matter if we didn't. It would be too powerful anyways. We damn well better hope it actually decides to treat us right more than us treating it right. Dartigan, no. I was thinking about it recently, but does Kojima even play video games? I think he does. Yeah. Be a weird industry to be in, not playing to be a gamer. Risk of creating AM, or possibly, something more worse than that, because it'd be indifferent rather than hate us. Can video games give you PTSD? I don't know. Maybe you spend too much time on a Call of Duty lobby, possibly.
PRS was charged up. Now I find my way back to the TV. When I used the TV to travel between realities, I was thinking of Door. And the vortex brought me here, where the Time Breakers attacked me.
I mean, a sentient artificial intelligence can cause AI as a glorified word salad vomiter. Can you prove that you're not a glorified word salad vomiter? Yes, do so. Prove it.
This time, different. She knew things. If I could find my way to her.
You have thought, and therefore I am. You have proven nothing with that. That's exactly what an AI would say if I asked it to prove that it could think. Give you your creepiest... Wait.
A strange feeling. Still, yet moving. Frozen snapshots on a sequential path.
We're in the comic book universe.
And yet, thoughts flowing free. Like text read out loud.
This is now a visual novel, chat.
It's you. I made it.
Door pulled you away. Thought you were gone, for sure.
I focused on you when I entered the vortex. I was trying to reach you.
You are full of surprises. Okay. Let's try this out. Welcome to the headquarters of the Ripple Effect Corporation.
We were making a video game of the multiverse, but now it's suddenly real?
Real and not real exist side by side in the multiverse. Echoes flow through it like currents in a cosmic ocean, the Sea of Night.
Deep. What's the best Sam Blake game in your opinion? Probably Alan Wake, I feel.
Conceptual, fictional, real, more real than real.
The first one, that is.
Many versions of us all, in hidden interaction, linked by the energies that ripple through realities. One of you is killed in an explosion of dangerous energy, and another one instead gains superpowers. And yet another one meets an alien guardian angel. In one reality, we're not even real. Or as you say,
How deep this is, chat. So many layers. I'm so impressed.
Why is he after me? Who is Dor?
there are legends about him going back further than we can trace. They say he found an opening to a horrifying parallel reality that consumed him, gave him access to all realities. The feedback loop killing all other versions of him.
People say that, huh?
I am on the threshold. No.
Door everywhere.
We don't know why, but he sees the versions of you as a threat. He's killing them, bringing them back as time breakers. We thought he was after Branch. Now I'm thinking he's been after you.
Your lines played apart. The master of many worlds. We came through the door.
All right. What can I do?
He must be stopped. He leaves dead realities in his wake, and he is only picking up speed.
I'm just an actor.
You could have fooled me. You travel through realities with greater accuracy than anyone I've ever seen. Beyond Door, even. You picked it up just like that. Finding the place that made him may be the key to killing him. That was our theory. But we could never find it. Maybe you can.
And this issue ain't that great.
Was there something between you and Branch?
What you think you are feeling is just an echo. Some other version of us in some other lifetime.
Yeah, one owned by Microsoft.
Maybe.
You'll come back for me? Maybe.
Wish me luck.
Luck
Played that
is
game, it's
just
kinda
an
shit.
echo of an event carried over from another reality.
I was an REC agent. This was my mission now. I
focused on him. The darkness, the entropy, Tor, the master of many worlds.
Oh, I gotta skip? Wait. To be continued? How do I rate the art style of the comic? Kind of like... Oh, wait. Okay, now I'm impressed. The comic was, like, alright, but it's, like, very tame. I will stop you and you will join their ranks. Fuck off. Get ready. Don't give in to evil Barack Obama. That's very easy not to. He was only convincing when he was played by Lance Reddick. I'll say even if his games do get slow, I love his occasional really creative moment. Yeah, that's why I like Sam Lake stuff. I don't like his slower pacing he's adopted in games recently, but I do like his weirdness. I mean, what, do I just gotta, like, do this until I die, or what? You take Kojima, Sam Lake, and David Cage, what will come out of this cooperation? Brother, you're asking me to tell you what's beyond a singularity. It's not meant for you to even know. Impressive. Out of all the visions, you might be the chosen one. Join me and we'll rule together. No, never. You will regret this. Also, I was lying. Ha. When do I get to learn a fatality to use on this guy? Top right corner, what about it?
I've been brought to the very edge of the multiverse. Or some deep, dark trench in it. Everything.
This is making you think you're high? Maybe you should be.
I had to find Door, or the means to travel on.
Confront the master of many worlds. This is them trying to be as Marvel as they can be right now.
You should not be here. You made a mistake.
Go to hell.
Everything stopped trying to copy MC. This one's kind of doing it a little bit ironically, though, I guess. Are you a weekday or a weekend child? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I'm an all week kind of guy. I don't know what.
You have gone astray.
Pretty cool. I got a 9-shot revolver, by the way. Don't know how that works out.
I was close. I knew I was close now.
What do you desire most in this world? I don't know. Couldn't tell you, brother. Couldn't tell you. Right now, I desire 1,000 Patreon members. How about that? Is it greedy of me? Yes. Through dreamless sleep, you gradually become aware of the utter lack. There is nothing. Go back to sleep. Focus. We're now playing a text adventure game. You search for something to focus on. An idea of a geometric shape comes to your mind. A pentagonal trapezohedron. How do you know the name of this shape? That you don't know. You feel yourself fading, drifting apart, losing your essence in the stream of consciousness, the ebbs and flows of your thoughts. Hold yourself together. You fight to hold yourself together, to swim against the current, to break to the surface. Coming to focus, you realize your first impression was wrong. There is something, and there is you. Slowly, you sense the words describing this, describing how it is. Here, in the farthest reaches of the multiverse, you have reached a reality where only ideas exist. An idea of reality, a conceptual reality, a thought tries to form in your head. Focus on the thought and it becomes clear. In the beginning, there was the word. Here, only words exist. They are everything. They describe this world and you in it. Words describe you standing in a barren conceptual desert. It stretches onto eternity, in a place outside time. You wait an immeasurable amount of time. Above, ideas of stars silently collide and collapse into black holes. The idea of a desert comes an idea of feeling thirsty. Imagine a cup of tea. As you imagine a cup of tea, your chosen hot beverage manifests itself. The idea of it, the concept of its smell and taste is real. You wonder why you didn't go with coffee, as it is your favorite drink. You sigh wistfully. You imagine a sigh. You understand that here, your thoughts are as real as anything. Assess your situation. You have to play Persona 5 then if I would just wish for 999 paying members. Well, hey, actually less than 999 at this point. But yeah, I mean, that's part of the deal, right? I'm going to start telling people I have a flashlight and I'm not afraid to use it. I recommend that. You realize you could be trapped here forever. Vaguely, you remember that you were on a mission of vital importance. You feel the details of it already dissolving. You must figure out a way to escape before you lose yourself again. When traveling through the vortex, you always had a focal point in mind, Could that be the solution here as well? Focus on the master of many worlds. Focus your thoughts on the master of many worlds. The desert dreamscape around you darkens. You vaguely feel the terrible weight of an alien. Godlike awareness shift many realities away. How can you possibly find him, let alone face him? Meditate to learn. You calm yourself and seek harmony, striving to expand your consciousness, to gaze into the secrets of the multiverse. Understand your enemy. After struggling for what feels like a lifetime, you feel no closer to your goal. Your mind is not pure enough to grasp the secrets of the multiverse, let alone comprehend its master. You need to study this art to rise to a higher level of awareness. Set out into the desert to find answers. You set out in search of answers. Featureless, the desert continues as far as you can see in every direction. Go north. Your desert continues to stretch before you. Alone, above, ideas of supernovas flare and wink out. Go north. You go north, and slipping beneath your feet, sweat beads on your forehead above, galaxies spiral sinuously. Go north. Footprints behind you are the evidence of your progress, but the desert seems to continue forever. Above, strange constellations suggest disturbing shapes. Go north. As you wonder, you start to lose all sense of time and place. Just when you are about to lose all hope, you think you see something glimmering to the east. Go north. You go north. The desert is endless, as you feared. You are tired, but still you stumble on. Eventually, your strength fails and you fall to your knees. Go north. Growing weaker, you crawl slowly north. You are parched and starving. Dimly, you realize you are close to dying. You are lying on the ground. Channel your mind. You strain to clear your murky head, willing the universe to show its secrets to you. Suddenly, out of a blinding light, a silhouette of a man appears. Look at the man. He looks like you, but the way he carries himself and the glint of deep wisdom in his eyes tells you that this is you from the future. He offers you a seed. Look at the seed. Seems like any other seed, but when you stare at the image of towering tree flashes in your mind. Take the seed. You accept the seed the man offers, then he is gone. Starving, you put the seed in your mouth and swallow it. Immediately you feel warmth flooding through your stomach. Feel the seed sprout and begin to grow, filling your insides. Embrace the feeling. Feel the plant grow and rise up into your brain, filling your mind, flowers blooming out of your eyes, branches growing out of your mouth and nostrils and ears. Tree takes root and continues to grow up and around you, cocooning you inside it. It is the tree of life. It is the world tree. You are part of the tree now. Its branches reach out through all realities, supporting all realities. The multiverse is born. You sense all the realities around you, all lives and all history, unfurling like a river flows. Forked lightning striking, a flower blooming, a slow motion explosion blossoming like a tree. Grow and expand your knowledge. This goes on for eternity. In time, the tree grows old and begins to die. From the highest branch, 2 magic fruits sprout. They ripen. You are one of the fruits. From it, you are reborn. You stand watching as the tree dies. You notice the remaining fruit on the ground near you, alongside a large crooked branch. Pick up the fruit. Pick up the magic fruit. It rots away in your hand, leaving behind a familiar-looking seed. Suddenly, you become aware of a man lying on the ground close by. He seems weak and ill. Moaning to himself, something stirs in your mind, a forgotten memory of a faded dream. Offer seed to man. You offer the seed to the man. As you step closer, he lifts his gaze to look at you. You recognize him. He is you from the distant past. He takes the seed, then he is gone, vanishing as suddenly as he appeared. Pick up the branch. Pick up the crooked branch, tracing its path with your fingers. A distant memory stirs. What was your mission? You have gained so much knowledge, yet you struggle to remember where you were trying to go. Try to remember. You look for it, shifting through your thoughts. It comes to you with a jolt. You were trying to find your way to the master of many worlds. There was something about a door. Focus on door. With that, a door begins to come into focus. You realize it is missing something. Use the branch. The branch bonds with the door, creating a handle, and with that, the door is fully realized. Open the door. You grasp the handle and open the door. Step over the threshold. You step inside and stand in a room with a man, the master of many worlds, sitting behind a desk, typing, turning concepts and ideas into words, shaping this reality. He lifts his head. Look at the master of many worlds. You stare at the man in the eye. With a shock, you realize that you have made a mistake. You have come to the wrong place. The man, this master of many worlds, is not the one you were looking for. He's not Door. He is someone else entirely. You want to ask him what he knows, but it's already too late. Continue. Oh no, ASCII art. ASCII Alan Wake.
We have witnessed a case of mistaken identity. But in the vastness of the multiverse, with an endless number of versions of ourselves,
Well, they actually decided to end it with a visual novel, or like the choose your own adventure novel.
be more than one master
Text adventure. That's what I'm thinking of.
Or did our hero take a wrong turn somewhere along the way? Was this particular journey precisely what was needed to make him the one he was?
Should you get a Subway? You mean the sandwich?
Is certain.
No, they're terrible. How was the DLC?
One and only Warland.
Of them, only the one where you play as the waitress, and I guess this one were kind of like, keeping me interested. The other two, not so, kind of mid to like kind of boring. We did it though. That's the end of Alan Wake 2 DLC that currently exists. Not too shabby though. Not too shabby. I got my $20 worth out of it, I guess. One guy with a typewriter, big downgrade from the Infinite Monkeys. They actually reference the Infinite Monkey idea in this game. Credit's still a bop though. I'll let you guys listen to it then. So is this a wrap or do you got more? Well, I only have around another 30 minutes from my regular stream time, so I don't think I could really do anything in that. But so yeah, that is all the game we're playing tonight. As for whether I'm streaming tomorrow, I don't know. I only took one day off so far this week, so I might take one off tomorrow, and then come back with some stuff after that. I got one more piece of furniture I need to put together tomorrow and do some cleaning, and also get back into exercising, so I might be a little too tired for streaming. I might need that night off. And also need to get started on like doing the second draft of my Snatcher video, the script for that. Sing for us? No, you got this much better music right now. I'm just gonna sing Black Hole Sun again. You realize that, right? If you don't stream tomorrow, we will have another election. Well, it couldn't be worse than the current one we just had. Favorite Night Sping story? Obviously the first one with the waitress diner. That one was just, very good in terms of like entertainment value. But yeah, I think that'll be it for tonight's stream. I want to thank you everyone for watching. Can I juggle? No, I do not have the physical coordination to juggle. I can toss one ball up in the air with one hand though. But other than that, yeah, that's gonna be it for me tonight. If you're new to the stream, be sure to hit the follow button or the subscribe button on YouTube. You can also check out my Discord and my Patreon if you like my content. But as for tonight, thank you for any gift subs, bits, super chats, any of that stuff thrown my way. Thank you very much. And thank you guys for just hanging out with me and watching the stream. Much appreciated. I will either be streaming tomorrow or the next day afterwards, so look forward to whatever it is. I'm probably going to be playing some old stuff now that I got nothing new to play at the moment. So be prepared for something old and weird shit for a bit, chat. That's all I'm going to say on that. I've got some stuff lined up. If I can get it to play correctly, that is. We'll be playing some old stuff from like, 90s and early 2000s for the next probably, maybe even the rest of the month. Oh, that's it for me. I'm going to head off, chat. You guys be good. I'll see you next time. Peace, chat.
Chasing the murder cult made me feel like
Hold on.
caught in a loop.
Oh, it's a thing to James McCaffrey.
Things shifted around.
Also, Montezuma, thank you for the $20 super chat, man. Boogie time, get down.
Instead of answers, I only got more questions. The name of the cult and the masks they wore kept changing.
Rip James McCaffrey, by the way.
The deeper into the dark.
But yeah, thank you, Monty, for the $20, dude.
Peeling off the layers of this case. Like
that was delayed a little bit, but I thankfully the memorial to James McCaffrey kept me on just long enough to see it. My finger was hovering on the stop streaming button.
I felt to going mad.
Yep, gonna miss you, bro. Had an epic voice. All right, now we're done, I think. That's it. All right, now chat. I'll see you later. Peace, everybody.